Yeah. The world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fool. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. What's going on?
Number one, Hondo.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Yo, first I just want to say, man, shout out to you, Factory, son.
Let's go.
Factory kid making this happen. We get into an A week, man. It's been great.
It's been a grizzly. It's been a grizzly.
Yo.
Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. This is Rally Radio. It's the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby. Let's do it.
And now how we get down, man, we are in the building. This is episode 100.
Damn, son. 100.
Episode 100. Tell me it has not been a grind the whole way,
Yo, son.
and I'll tell you you're lying.
Bro, it's been a super, like you said, it's been a super grizzly from the gate, though.
Yes. But we made it.
Damn, son.
But we have officially made it. Shout out to those listening, paying attention. I know it's early. Everybody, it's early, but we want y'all to tune on in. I know we got a lot going on today. Today is going to be a day of reflection. Where are we? Now, since we started doing this show,
Yeah.
y'all know that we've been running across a couple other things going on out here,
Factory.
right? But it's all coming to a head now. A lot of the things that we see going on is coming to a head, especially when it comes to the autos. Y'all already know what's going on. There's a lot of things going on out here. But we're going to talk about our best moments on the show so far, best commentary, best callers. Shout to everybody, man. Shout to Shy. Shout to Jessica Grandy. Shout to Erica. We see y'all tuned in early already. We love y'all, man. Shout for the comments. Got people in the comments already. That's what I'm talking about.
That's ill. That's ill right there. Let's go.
Let's go. We appreciate all of y'all. We appreciate all of y'all. And just for that,
Drop the clutch and hit.
we dropping the clutch and hit the gas.
Let's go. Damn.
You know how we do, man. We are in the building. It has definitely been one of those weeks, especially.
Drop the clutch and hit the gas.
Sounds much better. I know that last one scared the hell out of everybody. But we are in the building. We even got a little bottle of champ to go with it. Yeah, we in the gold right now. But
yeah,
we don't condone drinking and driving of no sort.
no, not at all, not even a little bit.
So with that being said, we are here. Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. We have definitely had some original situations here, going all the way back to our very first episode of us talking about EVs,
Factory,
which was crazy, to now seeing where they are. We talking about we've been doing the show for 2 years strong already.
cool.
Every Saturday. Don't forget y'all can follow us on every platform too, if you can. Shout to Sales, what's popping? He's in the building.
What's going
Oh
on?
man, it is definitely one of those today, man. We got a lot going on, but before we even get into all of that, how's everything going over there, kid?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's been a grizzly.
Yes.
Like Factory, the week was a grizzly. Week before that, man, but you know what? We made it here, son. I can't. It's hard to really complain. Like I feel like it really is. You know, we could complain all day if we desire to, but I just look at it like, yo, you know what? For a while,
It's a fact. For a
You know what I'm
while.
saying?
I hear that.
so I can't complain, man. I'm just happy, kid. I feel good. Feel real good. 100th episode, like
And not for nothing,
crazy.
it's been a grizzly to get here.
Yo,
I think the only times we really stopped the show was when?
I mean, you know, when it was winter time, maybe when it was a wild snowstorm or something.
One
like
was a
that?
wild snowstorm, and one I caught COVID.
Yeah.
And we still tried to do the show, but it just
Factory.
wasn't going on. Yo, what's going on? Yes,
Factory.
SP in the building.
Damn.
Said, what's goody car guys and car girls? You know how we get down? We in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, it's been one hell of.
Damn, son.
But you know what? We going nowhere but up from here. We got a
Factory.
lot of different things we're going to be doing. A lot of different things we're going to be doing.
100%.
Got a lot of different things we want to definitely try.
Mm-hmm.
We now have exploded to the TikTok scene, which is interesting.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this thing plays out.
Absolutely, man. It's gonna be good though, cause like you said, man, the only way from here is up.
It's up,
You know
baby.
what I'm saying? So it's gonna still be a Grizzly though. Like that's never gonna change.
It's never gonna change.
It's never gonna change. But you know what? It's so good though, cause that means we only gonna get better, baby.
That's a fact.
That's it, son.
That's a fact. And we
That's
got a
it.
couple things coming up too, but we won't get into it too crazy. We're gonna get into it at the end. And don't forget, we also still doing
Shifting gears. We ask, you answer. The faster, the better.
Let's go.
Gear up. Only on Rally Radio.
$500 on the line. It's a lot.
On the
Shifting
line.
gears.
But with that being said, man, my week was actually pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to everybody listening, paying attention.
Fact.
It was you know what was really interesting?
What was that?
I had a run-in.
Yeah.
I had a run-in
Mm-hmm.
with a SUV racer. How many of those do you know?
Wait, what do you mean?
A guy who's driving a big old truck and think they out there running with
Oh,
you.
this guy said a SUV
A
racer.
SUV racer. This guy's out here, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I'm on my way home,
Mhm.
as usual. And reason you can see that most of this happens at night.
Hold
You
on,
know what I mean?
I gotta ask you though, which machine was you on though? You was on Susie.
Nah, I was in
the.
I was in the R.
Oh, he was in the.
So I'm driving on in, right? And driving home, and as I'm driving home, you know, it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've done it to people. They've gotten me, you know,
Yeah.
real estate. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna forget him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But coming in and I'm going home, and you know, I'm hitting the lane in and out, and I just noticed this big Suburban. Like, so I'm thinking it's the police.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's the cops. I said, okay, let me relax.
Yeah.
He really had the nerve to hit me with the beamers.
No, he didn't.
Like click, 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 click. Like, I'm like, he's serious.
Damn.
So you know what I do?
Nah.
I get out of his way. I'm thinking he want to go around me,
Yeah.
right? He pulls up to the side of me while we're driving on the highway, rolls his window down and says, yo, my truck is faster than your car, Sean.
No, he didn't. Son. What he got in a LS? He got an LS3 in there or something though.
Man, he could have had the hand of God in there. It didn't matter. I'm like, yo, this guy got to be kidding me, right? So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, all right. And he got the nerve to punch it and drop back. He punches it and then drops back like, I'm like, yo, all right. Here we go, right?
Oh, man.
Show some restraint, Pop.
Yeah.
Show some restraint, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm showing a little bit of restraint. I'm trying to be nice. He does it again. Whoa, whoa. Mind you, we coming up to this little straight right there, you know, Cross Island. Said, all right, man, I'm going to just give him a little taste, man.
Yo, you couldn't help it.
couldn't
You
help it,
couldn't
man.
help it.
All mode it is, right? So I just, all mode it is.
Yo, decimate mode. I hear that.
I gotta
son.
kill you
I
now.
hear that.
So
Yeah.
I drop it back to all mode, downshift, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Start taking off, right? Here go the black SUV, Suburban or
Yeah.
whatever, taking off, right? So we going at it, and I see traffic coming up, right? So I said, yo, something just said break it down, right?
Yeah.
Break it down. Yo, no sooner than I broke it down, here come highway patrol out the dirt.
Oh, son.
Straight up went after him and pulled him over, kid. Yo.
I don't even believe you. Yo, that's crazy.
I was like this. I don't know if y'all have been noticing, but there's a lot of highway patrol out now.
I ain't gonna front now, man. I don't know. So even me going out to the crib, I haven't really.
Yo, last night on the
Yeah.
Cross Island alone, I seen 5 people pulled over between between the Grand Central and the Cross Island. And I even seen some people pulled over on the Southern State. They was out in full force last night. And even though this wasn't last night, but it's just like that. I've been peeping them. And we talking about ticket mode. I ain't talking about they in the blue and yellows, kid. They in the all black,
Oh.
lights off, tinted windows. They want you to come flying by them, kid.
Damn, son.
So with that being said, sometimes you gotta trust your gut. You know
Nah,
what
that's a
I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact. 100%.
And I got a lot of it, so I gotta listen to it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo.
I mean, I trusted the gut. Something said, just let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I doing? You know, we always get those. Like, what am I
Yeah.
doing? I backed off. And no sooner than I backed off, He flew past Linden exit. go. Wait. There we go. We back. Yo. That's what I'm talking about. Add the stream. And we are back. Boy,
Yeah.
what was that?
Who knows?
And we are back.
Let's go.
I want to apologize for the technical difficulty.
All the
in
way.
here. What was that? But we are back. We are back. We are in the building, man. Shout to Windows PC.
Factory, right? Shout out to them. So.
If you got a Windows PC, do me a favor and toss it.
Super tours, son. What is happening?
Oh. Apologize for the break right there.
Yeah, that was like a one of those things.
Yeah, like hold up. So I don't know if anybody else can see us if we back, but we are back. Oh man, that sucked.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
You know what that was, right?
Tell me about it.
That was the SUV community getting back to me.
Said the SUV community.
They was mad. They was like, yo, I know he ain't out here bad mouthing these SUVs.
I'm telling you, son, you're gonna laugh because I do think there's a community of SUV street races out there because you know what the problem is? I think that you could blame the SRT and all them, the SRT Jeeps.
Yes.
Trying to give everybody power now because
Yo, but it just goes to show, man. If you got a PC at home, a Windows PC, do yourself a favor and throw it in the trash.
yeah, it's a fact. Find the nearest dumpster.
Find the
and just chuck
nearest dumpster and set it on fire. We are back. It took us a little minute to get back, but we are here, man.
Live and
Wow.
direct. Let's go.
We made it back to the building. Shout for those that's tuning in, paying attention, or those that was tuned in. We are back. We lost a lot of people fell off the live or whatever, but we
Yeah.
still could appreciate y'all, man.
All the way.
Thank for those tuning in, paying attention. Shout to Sales. He said he's watching us still. We back on YouTube. We trying out here, but nevertheless, we are back, man. That really
Sorry, there's nothing to repeat.
Oh, thank you.
Yo.
These computers is coming for us,
That's
and
a
they wonder
fact.
why we against EV.
That's a fact.
This is why we against it.
100%.
They shut you down when you talking too crazy. They was like, oh, no. We can't have them talking about the SUV community like that.
Nah, no way.
Even though, we do run into those SUVs that thinks that they on that. Yo, mine equals blown. Let's go on YouTube. Appreciate that. Sales City's on YouTube. Everything is good. We appreciate y'all, man, for real. We appreciate it. We are back. We are back in the building. Wow.
Son.
Wow. I'm afraid to switch to your camera to see what happened.
That's a
Boom.
fact, son.
Let's go. Boom. We
I
back.
can't believe it did that.
But either way, we are back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I'm going to tell you, kid.
Yeah.
It's one heck of a ride, to say the least.
So it's never a dull moment.
It's never a dull moment. It looks like you're still having issues on the Facebook.
Of course.
So we're just going to keep trying. We're going to try. If you watching us or if you listen to us, you can also look at us live on YouTube. Just in case. It looks like right now the Facebook is we're going to keep working with that. But in the meantime, it has definitely been one hell of a change, man. We've been going through a lot, man. There's a lot going on, and we see a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Like in the regular.
That's true.
You
That's
see
very
it.
true.
You see so many things changing and stuff going around. You know?
Man, you know one of the biggest changes that's definitely occurring again. You know
What's
what I'm
that?
saying? It's the autos, man. Like those things are taking a turn at a rate I never seen before. You know,
That's a
and we
fact.
was talking about that earlier in the shows, and I find that really interesting. It's like, okay, let's make it worse and try to take away motorsports altogether.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Is it really because you don't think they're getting a piece of the pie? I think they're getting a piece of the pie somewhere down the line.
I
son.
think so too, but I just think that I think they're just doing whatever they could do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's going on everywhere. You know what I mean? So
It's ridiculous though.
that
Like,
it is.
It's like, come on, yo. Like, it's not enough that y'all trying to force these EVs on us. All right, no problem. Let's just skip hybrid altogether.
Right.
It's like hybrid is like a lost technology, kid.
Right.
It's like, what was the point of them doing that?
That I don't know. It's like the more you look at it, it's like,
Yeah,
what are they doing?
son, they planking. I think they trying to show, a sense of a strong arm.
Right.
I think that's what it really is. I think it's like a power surge going on.
It could be.
Has to be, son. What's the point of going this hard and you really trying to fool the people into thinking this is solely about safety?
All right, we are back on Facebook, y'all. The bearded one is.
Hustling.
I'm more than a mechanic. I'm more than a pretty face. We are back. Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. We are back in the building. Like I said, if you own a PC, throw it in the garbage. They're not worth it. We're going to make sure that we update that. But for the time being, we are happy that everybody's back, listening, paying attention. Shout to y'all. Shout to us for being able to make the comeback. Oh, man, it was ridiculous. The whole studio shut off just now because we had a lot to say. And like I said, that's just the karma because they don't want us to do this 100th episode.
Nah, they don't. They don't.
But we are here, man. Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. Shout out to everybody looking at home. Sales has said that he's watching us on the big screen. I appreciate that greatly. We are moving in, man.
All the way. Absolutely, son. But like you said, man, that's just probably the SUV community out there. Like, nah, we can't have them out there.
Yeah, they wasn't happy
Killing it.
about that. They wasn't happy about that.
You know, it's funny. You're going to laugh. So last week on the way to the house from the show, I ran across a non-SRT Jeep Cherokee. I guess it was like the regular V8 one, and he tried to hang.
No. Why him do that to himself?
Yo, he tried to hang, son. Yo,
why him do that to himself?
You know what I be thinking? I really be convinced that sometimes people really know like they made the wrong purchase.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they try to find any which way to redeem themselves from it.
Yeah, they try to be like, yo, you know, my yo, like he said to me, he said, yo, my truck is fast as your car. I'm looking at him like this, fam.
Son, first of all, did you manage to catch the year, son?
It was like a 2008.
Oh, so
it's the same one that we just reported that the engine be blowing up and that GM had to give him their money.
That's what I mean. Isn't that like the LS3? What engine is that?
Yeah, LS3 5.8 liter.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I'm like this.
That's what he think he about it because he got a.
He said, yo, I got the, yo, he pulls up and then he pulls back. And I'm like, yo, this guy got to be kidding me, son. Like, he really want to go for his, son. Little do he know when I drop that back in the R mode and I drop it in the third gear, watch your back. I was being nice.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm going to let him ride. So then, but then when I started to give him the smoke a little bit, and I'm like, yo, okay, we running up on track. I'm like, something just says slow down.
Yeah.
Stop it. I stopped it. Listen to the voice in your head, people. I slowed it back down. Bang, 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 bang. Get right back down. And here come old Smokey out the bushes like, you just heard the Dukes of Hazzard music like, boom, just some good old boys.
Yo,
I was like, yo, he's in bad trouble.
Right out the bushes.
Yo, they pulled him over, right? Like, I want to say they pulled him over, like, going towards the belt.
Really?
Damn, and here I go just hitting the curve on the Southern State, like, pee.
Damn, son.
But, again, he probably was out here riding naked.
Yeah, he probably was wilding.
He was at least have your ways on when you outside.
Factory.
But I did, though. But that was my day, man. That was my day. That was my whole week. That was the most interesting point. And not for nothing. Ran into a lot of different people that listen to the show. Shout to those listening, paying attention.
100%.
They starting to see what we talking about is coming to fruition.
Yeah.
And what we talking about is these EVs.
Oh, man, they just EV crazy. The craze been going on for a couple months now, though.
Kid, it's EV crazy. Can we say that again?
Yes.
EV
crazy.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, B. It reminds me of the apocalypse, like when the zombies is coming out.
Oh,
and
boy.
Not stopping, son. This is reminding me of, kid.
The Walking Dead?
The Walking Dead,
See, I'm going to tell you, people who drive EVs are the kind of people that get bit and don't tell you. They be like this, I'm just bleeding.
Yo, you said they get bit.
I'm just bleeding. That's not, you bit.
Yo, you picking a change, kid. No, I'm good. Just a cut. No, it ain't a cut.
Couple teeth falling out. But they start with teeth falling out. Nah.
Telling you, son, hair start falling out and all that. Left with, you know, remember Doug Funny?
Mm-hmm.
Left with the 3 strands on his head, son.
Homer Simpson. Don't. Here's what it is, man. But
Oh man.
with that being said, like I said, we happy to be in the building.
100%.
You know what it is, the bearded one here.
Yes, S.I. Sean, baby, let's go.
And we in the building, man. There's definitely been one crazy one. But with that being said, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Man, again, son, I just want to shout out to us doing this thing, son, just keeping it going. And like you said, man, the only way is up. You know what I'm saying? I just feel real good. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
All right, we got a
They
call.
probably about to come scold us about cutting out the show.
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Who we got?
Listen, man, it's the urban legend. It's the nose hunter.
Oh, it's the nose hunter was
Sister Urban
popping.
Legend, what's good?
Crikey mates. Now look, I was tuning into Rally Radio,
Uh-huh.
best radio show in the automotive industry.
Appreciate that.
And I heard you guys say the E word.
Oh man.
Now look,
Yeah.
it's kind of I came to a realization that all these companies are going in that direction, right? Like Toyota is trying to make a artificial, I call it a GMO manual transmission for future Toyota cars that are going to be electronic.
Yeah, we continue.
Sounds like vehicular treason coming up. Go ahead.
It does.
Choose your
Now-
words carefully, messenger.
Now I will say this: as much as I love force induction,
Yes.
I love force induction. I love superchargers. I love turbochargers, like any twin charge, everything.
Okay.
Performance-wise, you can't beat electricity, man. I'm sorry. The torque,
What?
Wait,
the
hold on.
torque,
Oh,
the
no.
response.
Oh, no.
Wait, no, son, they got you.
Wait, say it again?
Damn.
Listen, I understand.
Okay.
I hate it. Don't get me wrong. Look,
Mm-hmm.
we're team no vegetables. I don't want to eat. I don't want vegan cars. I don't want a vegan car. But look, you got to understand this. They're worried about like performance-wise, instant torque. Like you could load a bunch of batteries in a car, and you could outdo anything that can spool up. It's just like when people talk about dual clutch transmissions. Do I like dual clutch? No, I like to feel my gears.
Nose
But-
Hunter, where are you going with this?
Yeah,
Nose
you-
Hunter,
you
I'm
spinning me.
afraid.
Yeah,
I'm
son.
gonna say it like this: the days of the combustion engine, because of what the world is going through, is almost going to be over. Not saying all is going to be done, but you're going to end up with a bunch of four-cylinder cars like it's the '80s again. It's not going to be the death of the V8. So if you want that Hellcat and all that stuff and all them Mustangs, look what they did to the new Mustang.
Yeah.
The new Mustang got mutated. Did you see that new Mustang?
Not only did it get mutated, but now we found out that you can't even
Tune
tune
it.
it.
Yeah, it's untunable at this point.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Do you think now the tuning industry is going to be a bunch of, only thing that's going to be is a bunch of dudes that are hackers, pretty much. It's
That's
just going
a
to be a
fact.
bunch of computer hackers.
That's a fact.
But now that's cyber, now it's a cyber crime though.
They
Oh, so you are
they said that it's cybersecurity
Cyber
issues.
security, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm hurting, man. I can't believe
So-
you said
so-
that.
No, but look, I'm praying for hydrogen to make a breakthrough. I'm praying that they make hydrogen combustion. Toyota does. Toyota is making one.
He's right.
Yeah, but Toyota, and a couple of them though. I remember us talking about it was Toyota,
Honda, too.
It was Mazda, it was Porsche.
Porsche.
You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of them out there. That's trying to get
And
something
Porsche,
going.
and Porsche is making. They're spending millions of dollars on that alternative fuel with very very little emissions. So maybe there is hope.
Well,
But we
Des,
must. But the V8, I don't see the V8 staying around. I see a bunch of turbo inline sixes and V6s around. I think that's the biggest we're going to end up in having the future.
Des, before you continue, now that you done really brought it to light, we're gonna take a little hot second to due to the V8. Here we go, Des.
But wait though, hold on.
I gotta do it.
Hold on, but wait though. Did you
gotta
wait?
I'm crying.
But yo, this don't remind y'all.
Mercedes.
But wait, though,
Mercedes.
yo, this don't remind y'all the oil crisis that we had. And
Yes.
how V8s is going. But look, they
Yes.
made a comeback though.
Hold
So
up.
this is what I be trying to ask the bid one.
If hydrogen V8s can come, if Toyota can really make that a production engine for Lexus, then we have hope. If Mercedes can do something like that, which I doubt, because they already, AMG 4-cylinder, bro, what is this, 88?
Okay, but wait though. So what did they do?
Too late. It's too late.
It's the 80s again, bro. You might as well look for Renault and Peugeot, and you're going to start seeing them cars coming here. Citroen.
Keep talking, Des. This is where we are now.
Look. I'm gonna put it like this: they're making us happy about hearing a crackle of a 3-cylinder, bro. It's over. It's over.
He said they making us happy.
They're making us. You're gonna be excited driving a single cylinder engine. You're gonna be happy. That's how much they're gonna have us missing combustion so bad. They're gonna come with a 1-cylinder engine, a 1.1 liter, 1.2 liter for 1-cylinder, 2-cylinder engine. They're gonna make you happy about having that.
But wait though, wait. I gotta ask you.
How do I say
Listen.
goodbye?
Yo, first of y'all gonna laugh. On my way home this morning, right? I seen the 392 Scat Pack Challenge. I was so excited because I heard the V8, son. And he was running down. First off, he was being disrespectful. He was running down his maximum. I was like, "Why are you doing that to him like that?" But I just heard.
It gotta be the
V8, and I was
belt.
like,
It
"Damn."
gotta be the belt.
Gotta be the belt.
No,
Pop.
it wasn't. It was the lie. You know, I was out there. I was like, man, what a
Listen,
sound. What a sound.
I done seen a FRS get walked down by a Toyota minivan. What's the minivan called? The Sienna? I seen a Sienna walking down the FRS.
No, it didn't, son. But wait, though, them joints is making power, though.
Oh no,
Of course it is.
No.
2GR.
That's what I'm saying. They come with that They come with that 2 GEO on them. Them joints is making power, son.
3.5, you're right.
Them joints making power, son. Them
Yo, but when minivans even think they could compete, that's a problem.
But that's what I'm saying. You're right, though. 100%. But that's the problem. That's where we at today, though. Everybody want power. Everybody want to be about it, though.
But guess
that's the
what?
problem.
I'm sorry, but that Tesla Plaid, they getting arrogant. Them Plaid owners is getting arrogant.
Tell them, Lil, you know what I tell a Plaid owner real quick? I'll be like, yo, produce exhaust smoke.
That's a fact. Or you know what, though?
But they're gonna say, I can unlock the car and go 220 miles per hour.
But you know what, though?
But it don't mean the car's ready for that.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not.
Thing,
It's not.
what I'm learning is when these electric cars want to act funky, that's when you bring out the sports bikes, though. Because if anything,
but
those is fighting them. If anything.
Oh, but
son.
guess what? They got EV, but then the EV community gonna say we got EV bikes too.
They do got EV bikes, but them EV bikes is they not what you think they are, son. Yeah.
They're too heavy.
It's suicide out there. You in one of them. It's suicide.
I'm telling you.
But I'm gonna put it like this though. Like, look, they do have Ford is talking about having a manual. Like, I saw a Beetle that was converted to EV.
Yes.
And it kept the original manual transmission.
Yes, it did.
Do I feel there's some middle ground and it could be fun? I think it could be fun with a traditional manual transmission, an EV.
Nope. Let me stop you right there. Hold up.
Nah.
Everybody knows we play Gran Turismo 7, right?
Factory.
Right,
Yeah.
Des? So I'll play Gran Turismo 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to even buy an EV in the video game.
That's how real it is, Des. Yo, urban legend. That's how real it is. I refuse to. Y'all remember the bid one say, "Yo, son, you ever ran against an EV one yet?" I said, "Nah, kid. I don't hear him or see him. Like, and I be in first place, so I don't know what's going on."
And SI, you know they got a Tesla swap Supra MK4, right? Dude built the MK4 with a Tesla swap.
Hold on, wait. How you?
Oh yeah, he's out there. I seen
That's
him.
a real thing.
That's a real thing.
No, it's real.
He took a Tesla. He took
So
a
wait.
Tesla battery motor and put it
under
in
the hood.
MK4 Super.
So you trying to tell me that he committed
vehicular treason
vehicular
treason in the 3rd degree, son?
to the highest degree.
And you know what the sad thing about it?
What?
That might break some records. That car, unfortunately.
Well, you know what?
I don't know.
It might be it's a pure drag racing car.
I
It's a
got
pure
a
drag
question.
racing
I
car.
got a question after you done.
I gotta say this though. I'm not for the refurbish and putting electric motors in cars. I'm not with that. You know, I can understand if you still want to go. If you want to go EV, then go full EV. But how dare you show up with a Supra with an EV motor in it? It's
That's
like,
what I mean. That's like, hold on, son.
that's vehicular treason to
Son,
its highest.
Now what about
It really
what
is.
about see the hydrogen? They're trying to block hydrogen from really becoming reality because they're going to make excuses say, oh, it's combustible. But when you ever see an EV battery catch on fire? It looks like 4th of July.
Have I?
First off,
I've seen a entire EV bus catch on fire, bro. The whole block was on fire.
Fam, they catch on fire. It's gonna take about 4 hours to 6 hours and 30,000 gallons plus water to get them out. I don't want to see it catch on fire.
Matter of fact, Florida has an overrun of them because of Hurricane Ian. Hurricane Ian left a lot of EVs
Son.
gone. People couldn't save those cars, and now that they're trying to tow them away, they're catching on fire
What?
on the tow truck.
Yep.
Their
Now, do you
batteries
think-
are
do you think-
corroded.
So you know what? You know what my problem is? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Listen, man, this is a family show, Riley Radio, y'all know. But if you ask me, it's just like, what's that new thing now? Like the gender X thing. Like they trying to make all that mix.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
like that. Like they trying
Gender X.
they trying to make the EVs mix with the combustions. Like for instance, you said the person.
What's your pronoun?
Yo, somebody had to yo.
What's your pronoun?
Nah, hold on. It's a thing, son.
Wait, no, it ain't.
Some people
My
don't wanna
pronoun
be
is
known as-
hybrid electric.
Boy, we ain't even gonna get into that. 'Cause trust me, it's a whole nother. That's a whole nother can of worms right there. But yo, Des, we appreciate you for calling in on our 100th episode. This is our 100th
Crikey!
episode.
Nah, son, Dad tried to ruin it for me. He told me somebody dropped a Tesla swapping a Supra. He called to ruin this
Oh,
one,
nah,
son.
son, that been out for months.
What?
I seen it,
I
and
don't even believe the blame him because I know he would have sent
I'm-
that to
I'm-
me, son. No way.
I
I'm
wouldn't
for
send it
save.
to you.
Listen, this is the nose hunter. I'm for save the combustion engines. I will accept hydrogen combustion engines before they get rid of all combustion engines. Please, just give me hydrogen. I'll be happy with because hydrogen engines actually sound good. Combustion engines they actually have a good exhaust note.
You know what?
Son, he said, you know what?
Give me, and guess what? With hydrogen, I can get a cup of water out of the exhaust too. I can rev the burnouts
damn,
and get a cup of water.
Could never be thirsty then.
I mean, I'm saying, you know what it's coming down to? Now those older cars, the prices have gone up. Damn. And now it's
Bro.
going to be even more imperative to take care of your engine.
All them G35s and all them G37s, bro, is gonna be like 100,000 in a couple of years.
Oh,
That's
no,
a
they're going to
fact.
be crazy. They're
That's
going
a
to be
fact.
crazy.
They're going to be hustling.
I feel like a lot of cars below like 2015 and lower is going to get crazy, son. The
Oh,
good
yeah.
ones?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, what happens when they make gas $10 a gallon?
I don't care.
I'm paying, son.
I
ain't even hold
don't
it, son.
care. I'm be like Mad Max beyond Thunderdome.
I'm telling you,
chasing
kid.
down gas
You-
trucks.
listen.
like-
Yo, speaking, Phil said this straight up. He put a video up. He put a funny ass video of dudes that be in the kitchen trying to make their own gasoline. I think it's going to get to that.
dudes gonna have to start learning how to be computer artists and making
Yeah,
their
son.
own ECUs.
Yeah.
How to
You
tune
think they can
their
do?
own,
You think they can do that with the new Mustang? You think somebody can make an E ECU?
So okay, so now I think what would have to happen is you got to take that Mustang offline.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I think
yeah.
the first time you do that, they're gonna come after you.
Yeah.
The thing is that ECU it's encrypted.
And everything.
And because it's encrypted, it does over-the-air software updates. So if you do any kind of update to that Mustang, let's say you put an exhaust intake, and you know you need to tune it. It's 500 horsepower, but you still need to tune it, right? When you go to tune it, it can't be tuned. The engine is not going to perform right. And then when they do the off-air update, when they do the over-the-air update, they're going to tell you, yo, you know what? We are not going to allow you to get away with this as long as you have the stuff in your car. You're going to need to take it off. Or they're going to void your warranty.
Oh my God!
void your warranty.
Wow,
They
you're talking about
probably
New World Order for cars.
Yo, we were saying we don't really like talking about politics.
No.
But what
Yeah.
happens is politics and autos are starting to intertwine like they never have before.
But you know what? If you ask me though, Beto, I think they started to intertwine because we never really fully intervened.
That's a fact.
We never really cut it off at
Yeah,
the
because
head.
your
We just
internet,
let it
bro,
keep
there's no
boiling.
privacy now. Like the Tesla, think about it, right? Like something happens to your Tesla, the braking system, there's nothing. It's not like back in the day, like with a regular combustion car.
Yes.
Yo, bro, if the fucking accelerator gets stuck, I just throw the car in neutral and just put the brakes on.
Oh, listen, we talked about that too. You got to stop everything you think you know about cars.
Yes, huh?
Everything has changed. Everything
So
that you
basically,
think you
a
know.
Tesla. So somebody with a remote control can really drive your Tesla to wherever they want to drive it to,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and you can't put the brake, and your brakes won't work. Nothing.
So what happens if they hack it? What happens if they hack
And people
it?
have hacked. People do hack
Yeah,
Teslas.
yeah, we talked about that. Remember somebody got hacked and they was like, "Yo, you can't get into the V if you don't give up something." I remember
If
we
you don't
talked
give
about
up, if you don't,
it. Yeah, son, they wasn't letting them in.
wasn't letting them in, kid. Telling you, man.
So you
this
better.
is-
So we better keep these cars that are from 216 and under.
listen.
No,
I tell
100%.
I tell people all the time, you're gonna have to take care of these cars now.
Yeah.
You got to really be up on the upkeep. You can't have that engine going
That-
down.
Now it makes sense, right? I'm not trying to be, talking about conspiracy, but now that cash for clunkers thing makes a whole lot of sense.
They was getting rid of the good cars. Yo,
Just think about it.
you know what they said ended up in the cash for clunkers that they I saw a video of. It was a truck. 3 RX-7s, 4 MK3 Supras and like 3 Corollas. And they said that people was not only, they was allowing people to go shopping up in there and take some of them cars out, and a lot of them they was junking. And you right, Des, New World Order. I didn't even think of that. You're 100%
and it's sad
right.
though. Like, and before I get off, I'm just gonna say it like this. I said, well, what happened is the only way you can rebel is that people just stop buying cars. The economy gets so bad where people are just like, yo, you know what? I can't buy these cars. These EVs, I don't care how cheap you make them. I can't maintain them. I think it has to be a mass fire, and people have to expose that drilling for lithium is more pollutant.
Right.
And also the demand of coal, because now people will call out this global warming thing as a hoax, because they'll say, okay, well, you guys want to be all EV. Now coal production is through the roof, and everybody's getting more sick. It's actually worse than driving a car.
Right.
That's another thing, though.
Shout to Des for
he's correct on that.
He done came in here in 3, 2, 1.
It's a fact.
Boom. We
But yeah,
appreciate
guys-
the tune in on the 100th episode,
100%,
man.
though.
We got to get you
100%.
back in the building, bro.
Absolutely.
Let me know. The nose hunter will come in next week.
Let's go. The nose hunter may
I
have
might-
to make his way up in.
I'll be here. I'll be here a little bit before 1, but I'll be there.
It's all good. We may have to do something called the worst case scenario.
Fact, right?
And
Yes,
we're gonna have
sir.
to really put it all out there on the tabs, man, for people to really see what's going on. Yo, Des, we gonna get you up here. We gonna figure it out. If it ain't next week, it's gonna be another week really soon. Shout to you for tuning in, for paying attention. How's the cars going out there by you? How's everything
Factory.
going on by you, man?
I mean, I'm still driving this Genesis in Long Island. It's pretty much everything's hyperinflated. Like pretty much, I mean, let's just put it like this: this new Z that's coming out and everything, and like these prices are like double. Like I seen a Z, the one that's coming out, going for like $80,000, bro.
That's disrespect. That makes
And
me
that's
want
base
to
model.
fight.
That's base model, though.
That's base
Oh,
model.
and a base model. Imagine the Nismo comes out. The Nismo is going to be as much as a GTR.
So it's like 150.
They want
So-
your money.
So I would say it like this: my boy has a 2013 6-speed manual Accord. Y'all better, as the listeners, y'all better start keeping some of these cars.
Well, listen, I got a 1988 Honda CRX that's just begging. She's begging to be put back. So that's going to be some content. We got some things coming up on YouTube. Yo, Des, we appreciate you for
Yes, sir.
calling in. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you greatly, man. Thank you for
100%.
tuning in on that 100th
Yes, sir.
episode, my brother. And we're going to have you up here for another episode of, what do we call it? The worst case
Worst case
scenario.
scenario. Crikey, mate.
Christ.
Talk to you later.
All right, kid. Good looking, man.
All right.
Peace.
Easy.
Peace.
Later. Oh, man.
Yo.
Des is 100.
Yo, you know what though? The nose hunt does make sense, son. But the thing is though, in order to buy them EVs and maintain them, some people's not gonna be able to do it. Cause think about it, people can't maintain the gas power ones. How they gonna do that, son?
They're easy. They're going to take them back from you. What?
Damn.
Okay, with that being said, we're going to jump right into the show, kid. You got any,
Yo.
here we go, man. With that being said, here we go. We are hour
Let's
deep.
do it.
Let's
do
go.
it.
Now, if you tuned in last week, you know we got some things for you. What they got for them, kid? What's the recap? What you got?
Factory. So I got a couple things for y'all, man. If y'all missed this, shame on you. Try not to make it a habit. That sign of bed, we're gonna let it go this one time and one time only.
Let's go.
Yo, Cali writes 823 citations.
Oh,
How they do that, son?
because they could care less about the people who driving out there.
Son.
Shout to Jay. Be careful.
Yes, I'm saying be careful. So they wrote them during a crackdown on takeover street racing. I gotta ask, man, when did they start this takeover thing? When did that happen? Was that during COVID?
So apparently, right? I watched the video on it. Apparently, takeovers, and he's right. Takeover's been a part of the car community for a long time. It's
What do you
just that-
mean? What do you mean?
Like as
exactly?
far as like people going out and doing silly stuff in cars. Yeah, but it's just that
I know
it was.
people used to do that, but it wasn't like.
But it's the frowned upon little brother. Like, what are you doing? Like, nobody who's a real car guy gonna do that because there's no way I'm damaging my new tires for that. That's like I remember when I first got my motorcycle and I was doing burnouts.
Oh, for real?
The silliest thing I could have ever did in my life. What are you doing? I did a burnout till the middle of my tire was worn out and the other side was 80% tread.
Yeah, right.
So I had to replace the tires, man. It was silly, man.
Damn.
Made no sense whatsoever. So that's what we looking at. But go ahead, continue on. 823 citations?
823 of them things.
Disrespect.
Man, it is, man. You know what?
It's disrespect.
But you know what, though? Those takeover events, if you ask me, they don't make much sense. You know, because at the end of the day, they are dangerous. How many people we done seen get slapped over the roof, slapped over the hood of the cars?
I love them personally. It's comedy. It's comedy. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I be in the house cracking up. My wife be like, "What you looking at?" I'll be like this. Yo, watch this dude go over the roof.
Yo, he said it's comedy though, son. Like, son. What about the one? Yo, not even get too sidetracked. What about the one when Duke got hit with the car and backed out the strap, son?
Yo, he got hit with the car
son.
like it was their fault. He got out. Yo, who did that?
So, fam, you wasn't walking right there. Yo, I'm telling you. Oh, man, let me move on because that's a good one, son.
Nah, but wait a minute. We got to stay on that one for a little minute because I got a couple funny ones. Oh, man, we got to call it. They're going to interrupt it. Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Who we got?
Yo, happy 100th episode, yo.
Yo,
Yo, good looking.
Because he's talking about the takeover thing, and people
Son.
Yo, I seen one. I get a call because I seen one. I think I shared it on the page. Yo, I seen one where the dude was trying to set a fire in the middle of the pit,
Oh,
so the charger could drift through it, and then the charger
Caught on
comes in a
fire.
little bit too early and smacks him sideways. My dude
Damn,
falls into the fire,
yo.
catches on. Yo, he catches on fire,
Yo.
and now he's running down the side into the crowd like Burning Man. Like, yo, it is hilarious.
Yo,
Damn, son.
That's I have no sympathy for these dudes, bro.
I gotta
None.
say,
Everything that happens to them is hilarious.
Nah,
Yo, Phil.
Way over the top, Phil.
hold
Way
up,
over the
Phil.
top.
Don't hang up. Whoever's calling, call us back as soon as Phil hangs up. Please call us back as soon as Phil hangs up. Yo, Phil, I can't front. They be so much comedy.
Yo, it's bad though, son. Yo, son.
It be comedy, y'all. I'm telling you, I be sitting there for hours watching dudes get flipped over the hood. Like, damn, son.
Yo, you know what be funny
Yo,
too?
he getting knocked over like bowling pins, yo. Like,
Son.
There was one.
It's funny.
There was one. It was a guy sitting in a convertible, and they was sitting on like you know how you sitting on the back of the bench? Yo, they stopped,
Yeah.
and son just flew out like a dead body. He was like, boom,
Yo,
and just
son.
laid on the floor. I was like, oh my God.
Yo,
Like,
you know the ones that really be killing me though when they think they can outrun the car in mid spin. In mid spin, they think they can outrun it, son. Yo, oh my goodness, son.
Yo, Phil, there's another one. The dude was doing that. So the car is they taking over. They doing 360. And the dude pants was like around his kneecaps. I don't know what he was thinking, son. And he tried to get out the way. The joint slapped him, and he just went upside down and laid down.
son.
It was like, God damn.
Yo, those things, man. They're like I don't know, man. It reminds me of like an idiot show. Like it's like, who's the biggest idiot?
Yo,
son?
it's straight clowns. Straight clowns, bro. And then
Factory,
what
like-
do you do with clowns? You laugh at it.
I'm telling you, son.
That's a fact.
I'm telling
Yo,
you,
whoever's calling as soon as Phil hangs up. There's somebody on the other line, Phil. But yo,
It's all good, man. Let me jump on. Let me hear somebody say that.
nah, wait. Before you leave, though, right? Before you leave,
What's up?
Yeah.
shout to you for calling in for the 100th
Factory.
episode and agreeing with me that this stuff is comedy. Because I felt like I
no
was by
doubt.
myself for a hot minute. But yo, it is hilarious.
Yo, it's sad, man. It's just
Hilarious.
the level of stupidity is amazing in these.
And
man. It's just
then
like, damn.
and then they be wanting sympathy, like, yo, I was at the car
Yo,
meet and I got my
yo,
legs
he was-
clipped.
What they mean the comments like, yo, he really got hurt. Yeah, he's really an idiot too. Yo, he was in the hospital. Yeah, because he's an idiot. He's a dumbass.
I'd be like, yo, he was hurt before he did that.
Had to be. He's mentally hurt, son. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yo, Phil, good looking on calling in. Keep tuning in. You know we talk. You know we gonna have Dez on the show, and we're gonna do a show called The Worst Case Scenario because I think a lot of people need to see where this Evie thing is going.
It's leading us to.
Hey,
And it's gonna get interesting, man, to say the least. But appreciate you for calling in. Whoever this is that's calling, they keep calling, boy. They trying to get in.
hey, wait. All right, let me get up. Let me get up, man. I'll let you.
All right, Phil. Good looking, kid. We appreciate you, bro. Take
All right,
it
kid.
easy.
No doubt, no doubt. Peace.
Later.
Yo, son, them takeovers, bro, are like take dumb, son. They like really like. It's really comedy. You right, son. It's like, yo, all right, man. Let's just see who's the silliest one here, son. Like, who got this tonight?
I'll be sitting here like, what the f did you do?
I'm telling you, son. I be trying to get the popcorn and raisinets when I'm watching. Like, yo, hold on, son. This is about to be a good one.
Oh man, okay, we got that caller back. Oh man,
Boy, son.
Rally Radio. Who we got in the box?
Who we got? Who we got?
Yo, we in the building.
Yo, Jay. What? Yo, Jay.
Yo,
Shout
what it
to
is.
Jay for tuning in.
Factory.
Please
What
tell me.
is up?
What is
Happy 100th episode, guys.
Appreciate
Good
you.
looking, 100%.
I got a question for you, Jay.
I got an answer.
What is the funniest moment you've seen in these takeover videos? Please give me.
Ooh. Man, where do we begin with that one? I don't know. Maybe accidentally deleting a crowd with that IS. Look, that was a bad day for us.
Son, you said
I'm not
deleting
gonna
the
hold you.
crowd.
That was a horrible day for the Lexus gang.
I remember that video.
Oh
remember
man,
that
that was
video.
rough. For I don't know, maybe wiping out in a CTSV on like 5 different angles.
Damn, son.
I remember that one too.
Yo,
You know, acting like he didn't do nothing.
What?
Or my favorite one, someone trying to do this on a bike and completely flipping a G35. Oh man, I could go on all day with that.
yo, my thing is, right, I gotta ask y'all, how do y'all think it goes sideways that fast, though?
Because I mean, like you got a combination of peer pressure and you got. I'm not like an old man, but like, look, I mean, what it really is people thinking that they can do it. You know, they can stunt on these cars and forget. Oh wait, your car's got traction control, or you got an open disc.
I love the term, man. I'm gonna get that put on the shirt because ever since the first time I heard it, it have made me peer pressure. He said peer pressure right on the shirt.
Just imagine.
That's a good
You wanna go
one.
to
Right
some
there.
weapons, and then you got a gang of people telling you to whip your car around, and you still got to pay a high APR.
Son,
Yo, they be like, yo, I told you, man, you're gonna have to really like. They be like, yo, kid, you just gonna sit here with this rear wheel drive G35? You're not gonna get in the middle and spin your tires?
Come on,
I'm
you're
not gonna do
not
it.
gonna
I'm
sit up
not
there with
gonna
no
do it.
ding longs. You gonna just let them? You gonna let them stay there? Have that disinfect going?
yo, we know it's auto, son, but you could do it too.
Yo,
I'm
you
telling
got this, kid. Word, just go ahead, man.
Yo,
Come on, you got the Sonic.
I think the funniest one I've seen outside of that was the couple. There was a couple that was, I don't know what they was thinking, a guy and a girl,
No,
and
they
they was
wasn't,
at the takeover, and the dude just lost control. And he just, yo, everybody felt like dominoes on top of them. Like, it was like, damn, like, it was just nothing but arms and legs.
Yo, I go for
Yeah.
one of my favorite ones.
Imagine if that was the first date. Imagine if that Tinder date was, hey, look, we about to go to this little spot. We about to go chill. And then you go out there, it's a takeover meet, and now you just accidentally just claimed about 20 lives by accident.
And she gets smoked. You holding hands with her and just,
Y'all gonna be holding hands in court, being like, "Hey, yo, babe, this was a good first date."
They said hold their hands in court. Yo, so I'm telling you, kid. Tell you, one of my favorite ones though I seen was for some reason like Phil was saying, like it was like one when like the middle was on fire or something, right? But this charger came through, right? I guess he thought he was like fast spinning. Yo, he stopped
On the fire?
Son, the whole car caught on fire, bro. I'm like, yo, how you do that though? Like, how you don't go through it? You stop in the middle of it. So, yo, I don't know. That was one of the funniest ones, other than when
Yeah,
Son
the
got hit.
first one is when you look at the next day, you got do people look at each other and be like, "Yo, did I really just sit up there and cook about $700 of tires
yes, you did, right? Like,
for like 20 whole minutes?"
Mind you riding them just for another 3 months too. Like, come on, fam. Like, you just,
they don't care.
son.
You see the G37 with the bumper being held on by the zip tie. Like, all right, fam. No headlight.
Yo, son. Yeah, he was at the takeover.
Playing for life, like, "Oh man, yo, I was supposed to be an executive vehicle. I was supposed to be that person's like first big job, my big purchase. Now I'm someone's hype machine."
with some clap music in the background.
Yo, all you hear is Pop Smoke in the background like.
Yo.
They getting sturdy out there.
I'm not even gonna hold you. When they did that takeover on the Kosciuszko Bridge over the summer, I'm here yelling. Yo, I hope the ghost of Pop Smoke make sure I run rich.
Damn, son.
I
I
remember that.
was mad because I was like 40 minutes just sitting on the BQE, just watching people just spin around.
Watching people do donuts, man. That's what I'm saying. So the question today is, right? First off, Jay, shout out to you for calling in. We appreciate you for tuning in. We had our 100th episode. We appreciate you greatly, man. You, Phil, Sales, SP, all
Nose Hunter.
Grandy, Nose Hunter. We got Ingrid tuning in. We got
Let's
a lot
go.
of people tuning in every week, and y'all are like Miller, the Resident 4 guy.
Man, son, Miller
You know what I'm
time.
saying? You know how that get down. But I want to ask you, right? Where do you see the auto world right now? Like it's to me it's a deep question, but it's not. It's like, what do you see going on right now?
Absolutely.
I would say, well, aside from chasing trends, because I mean, like what Des was saying, the EV is the trend, and unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, like the only benefit I can see to it is what, the force. Maybe that's about it. But outside of all that, I mean, it is also what, the ease of production. Because you gotta think, these companies are looking at it and thinking, damn. So you mean to tell me I don't gotta assemble an engine? We can skip all that and just build a shell.
He's right. 100%.
And all we gotta do is just drop a battery right on top of it.
He's right.
It makes sense. It makes sense from a production standpoint where you don't have to spend the bread on it. But at the same time, it's like these are highly established companies, basically kind of all following what one company, I can't say started, but kind of popularized.
Damn,
Damn, you put it like that, it's like, ouch. Like, he's right. So when you see that, right, do you think that is beneficial for all? Like, we've seen car companies all follow these guys except for one. And it seems like the one who's brave enough to stand up are the ones that sell the most cars. And that's going to be Toyota.
Yeah, absolutely. Because maybe
It's funny you say that right now because I'm literally here at Toyota with my dad trying to get me into a car.
What?
Oh no!
He about to get another car?
Walk him out.
Well, no. Well, I mean, I already got something else. I can't reveal that as of yet. But no, but it's for my dad. My dad needs something right now.
So let me ask you a question, because you did have a situation, and I told you I want you to call up, and if you have to, if you feel it's necessary, I'm not gonna ask you to do something you don't want to do, but do you want to air that company out? Air them out.
Oh, okay. Air it out. Alrighty. So, just for those who don't know, I drive Uber. I've been doing it for 5 years. What you call it? I've been essentially I rent a vehicle. I rent a vehicle with this company called Fast Track.
Yes.
The thing is, Fast Track is a company that is a third party. There were all these other rideshare companies that hand you PLC plated vehicles. Cool. You don't gotta pay the money. All you gotta do is just pay them bread, and that's about it.
Right.
Now, when I first got with them, they were the people. Hey, listen, we'll give you this car for a discounted rate. And our original discounted rate was what, $325 a week.
Okay.
So I was like, bread, but with the bread I make, it was a drop in the bucket because I can write that off my taxes.
Right.
Cool. Now, fast forward it since the pandemic happened, or as the bit one called it, the pandemic. They decided to hit me back later on and be like, hey, so that's gonna go from at $325 to now a spicy $495 a week.
For what, to rent a car?
To keep the car that I have currently with them, $495 a week. So let's see. Now y'all do the math of it. That's about almost $2,000 a month for a Camry.
Absolutely. For a Camry.
But I could easily have just bought a McLaren for it. It's McLaren money. Call it what it is.
$2,000 a month would get you a Lamborghini, no lie.
Damn, so I can get you an SR too.
Yo,
Yeah, no lie. So, it would suck. I know some people are gonna go, damn, Jay, that's a scam. Why'd you even stick with them?
because of the fact that thanks to the old powers that be and thanks to Focal and the TLC, they made this whole idea of, hey, there's too many cars out here, therefore you can no longer get a TLC plated vehicle. So you will be sort of stuck with them. If you want to work rideshare in the city, you have to basically stick with one of these companies. So you're kind of locked in with it, basically. If you go anywhere else outside of the city of New York, you're fine. But if you want to work in New York City, you got to play by their rules. It sucks.
So that means even if you get a fare going to New York City, you have to have that?
Damn.
Yeah. So the best way to describe it is if you ever go around anywhere in New York City, look at the back of any vehicle. If you look at the plate, if it starts with the letter T, it's a TLC vehicle.
Yes.
And if it's so it's an Uber or Lyft, whatever, right? And I guarantee you they rented that vehicle.
What?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I
So-
tell you that.
So not only did the New York City not only did New York City put this rule into effect, a company was right there to reap the benefits. You know they related to each other.
Absolutely, son.
Oh, yeah.
Every time
And
every
that's
time that happens
not even the crazy part about it. And now they try to push the benefit of, hey, look, you don't got to pay commercial insurance. You don't got to sit up there and pay anything else. Look, if something goes wrong with it, bring it back to us and we'll swap you out. Okay, now this all sounds good and all. Now here's the thing. If you're just getting into the business, it makes sense. But if you've been in it for a hot minute, you start realizing, I could have been making way more money with my own thing. Hence why I'm doing it in Cali. It's a whole different story. But
So in California, there's no
yeah.
such rule.
What happened?
In California, there's no such rule.
No such rule. You could put it this way, and I've joked about it, but there is truth to it. You can have an Evo you could rent an Evo, you could drive an Evo, and that's an Uber. No one's stopping you. 4 doors that fits 5 people. Go ahead, it's Uber.
I would love to be that Uber. I would love to be that Evo Uber.
So that wouldn't be bad, son. Nothing to do. You know what? Let me just do Uber. You know what I'm saying? Make a couple good dollars off this.
And I get the wow on the highway. Like, let's go with this upshift.
You can put your Type R as an Uber out there. That's what makes it so wild. Because they look at this as, it's a Civic. They do not care about what type of car it is. Does it fit in that same model?
Wow.
And that's basically it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's basically it. And it's any car. It could be a Panamera. It could be the Rapide from Aston. It could be. You could go wild with it if you really wanted to. And you could even take the basic Mixed Urus, and you're perfectly fine. It's an SUV, no problem.
Really?
Man, that's crazy. So you're trying to tell me you can have an M5 CS as an Uber?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Because they look at it as it's a 5 Series. It fits 4 people. It has 5 seatbelts. You're good.
Wow.
Damn, son.
So now it makes you wonder, like, who's getting this off of New York like that?
Basically, the companies are making hand over fist in all of their vehicles. I told them the thing is that, like, in the situation up with me is, they made an unauthorized purchase underneath my information. I mean, not purchase, but they made an unauthorized transaction underneath me.
Right.
I told them about this, and they use the whole running stick of, we can refund you, but it'll take about a week to get back to your account, and I just don't have any time for that, So, but as far as it goes, though, and like I said, it is, unfortunately, it's kind of a scam. And you are they are pimping people out with these damn cars.
And it's what it is. They figured out a way to hustle you on all angles.
Of course.
They figured out how to hustle. And now that even Dez said it, shout to the Nose Hunter for saying,
Word.
because they had cash for clunkers for a long time. And a lot of people got rid of a lot of these cars thinking that they clunkers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Castle Clunkers was one of the best scams I've ever seen when you look at it. Because even in a junkyard, the junkyards will say, we have so many cars, we couldn't even, keep them in one spot.
You hear
and
that?
it was sad because, you know how many cars that probably got murked because of Castle Clunkers?
I mean, me and my wife dipped a Mazda, 626, like, peace.
You know what?
Said peace. See you later.
Right, nothing like I actually thought 929 not too long ago. I was like, yo, I forgot how much this cost last.
Yo, hold on, wait. Yo, y'all remember the 626 though? Nah, you want me back with that one, the better one. You want me back with that one, the 626, huh?
Shout to Jay. We had two of them. I had one and she had one.
No, y'all didn't.
Yes. I had bought mine first. Mine had
Five
lasted
speed?
for a little while. No, auto, of course. I had to pay insurance.
Yeah.
They didn't want to insure my CRX. Check that out, right?
Oh,
So
damn.
they insured this 4-door beige Mazda 626. Yo, I drove it to the ground, kid. Not only did I drive it to the ground, I did take care of the car, but I did beat on it a little bit, right? The water pump went, I sold it to this girl with a brand new water pump.
Yeah.
Do you know she sent her people after me talking about I sold her a lemon, kid? They wanted to fight and all that.
No, yeah.
Wow. You know, honestly, those 626s, you look at it now, those cars did not age well.
No, and they were manual.
Yeah, they
You
came
didn't have
manual.
a manual.
Yeah, they came manual.
And then the one that my wife had, we dipped it for that Nissan, the
Ultima,
Nissan
coupe.
Ultima Coupe.
Oh.
Dipped it like this. Peace guard. That car was good. They was like, yo, we gonna give you the cash for Clunker's deal. We was like, well, Clunker, we gonna get some cash.
You know what? I'm not even gonna hold you because at the time, yo, I was like scraping for money, and man, I regretted letting it go.
Uh-huh.
I had like two cars. I had a 19. I'm sure you've seen it. The '88 Mitsubishi Starion, and I had a B13 Sentra SER. That
What?
at the time, your boy was making no bread, and I needed that money, so I gave it up to Cash for Clunkers. And I don't think that's big of a deal.
You didn't give that Starion up to cash. For
Damn,
no, you
son.
didn't.
You didn't get it.
Man, times, when I tell you, times was rough, bro. Man,
Up front, Jay. You
times was rough.
committed vehicular treason. Son.
That
You
that
did,
is
son.
that is a charge. You know, what? We'll give you the statute of limitation though
That's a
because
fact.
it was
That's a
about
fact.
10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, no, like listen, I gave that up years and years ago. I like listen. When I tell you, and I ask anyone out there, biggest the car you regret selling the most. I'm telling you that Starion was my biggest regret.
That's gonna be our next. That's gonna be one of our episodes too. The one that you let go. That is, and that Starion. Let me tell you,
That one,
somebody went surfing through that Cars for Clunkers and was like, "I'll take it."
Factory and that SEO though. Like, wait.
Wait, you got rid of an SCR too?
He wasn't playing.
Yeah, I had a B13 SER, man.
Yo,
To be
Jay.
honest, that was my first car with manual in, so
I
yeah.
ain't gonna front though, Jay. You almost made it to the understeer.
Yo,
You almost. You was close.
Almost good.
Yo, all
You was
right,
close.
we hit the button a little
You
bit.
was close.
We brought you back
Almost
though.
good. But hear me out. Hear me out. That was also my first car I learned how to drive stick in. So yeah, give me a break right now.
Damn, son.
Yo,
And I didn't really have any of the resources that I have now.
So
So
what a
Yo.
first car though. Like, I don't know.
Yo, Jay. Oh boy. Okay. You know we're gonna let
Yeah,
that
son.
one go because
Yeah, we
we're
gotta let
gonna
that
act
one
like
rock.
we didn't even hear that.
Yep.
Yo, Jay, we appreciate you for tuning in, and I know you like, yo, kid, stop promising me we gonna have
Son.
a freaking run, and we don't have a run.
100%, right? We gotta do
Yo.
something, son.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was trying to wait for Supercharge to open up in Jersey. They have a full track, and not for us to drive our cars, but to drive go-karts. They said they would be open by October, November, and we still haven't seen it. Shout to Marlon, the resident Toyota guy, because he sent it to me. He said, yo, we still waiting. And I'm like, yo, Marlon, man, we just going to have to do a drive with no fun to it. Just to, not no fun, but the drive in general.
Yeah.
Especially because it's getting to the point where the foliage looks crazy.
Yeah.
So we definitely driving to the Hawks Nest. And I'm looking at the weather right now. It looks like October 29th. Is going to be the best day to do so.
I could probably swing that. What you call it? And it's kind of, by the way, it's also kind of funny how you boosted guys seem to be a little more smug lately.
Who? The who?
Boost season, I see.
Oh, yeah, it's getting turbo. See, I'm going to tell you, kid.
Oh, it's nice out there, son.
Type R responds like no tomorrow.
I ain't gonna front, son. That SI be hauling. Like, when that temperature get right, son.
Like,
Yo,
I'm
it's-
not
I
gonna
could run
hold you, man. I've been
anything
seeing y'all
on
get a
that.
little too smug lately.
He said a little too smug.
Like, those turbo guys are wild.
Oh, man, they run better with that cool air, baby.
Yo, Jay, we appreciate you for calling in.
100%.
I'm glad you aired out that company because we got to watch out for that kind of predatory stuff.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact.
You
son.
know what I mean? What's their names one more time?
So there's actually three places. There's Fast Track Leasing, there's Buggy Auto, and there's Tower. I can air this out now because I'm saying, listen, your boy's out in like 3 weeks, so I'm going like I said.
Yeah, we definitely got to link up before he
That's a
break out.
fact, man. Absolutely.
Yo,
man.
my job is now gonna be 9 to 5, so I don't even know if y'all free after the fact, but I'm telling you, man, we got to link up, man. Yo, Jay, we appreciate you. This is 100th episode, and as far back as I can remember, you and Phil been tuning in for a long time, and I appreciate both of y'all, man.
100%.
Been giving us a lot of insight on different things that we was like either wrong or right on it. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate y'all greatly, man. And just when you go to Cali, don't forget to tune in, and don't forget to give us an update, and let us know how Angels Crest is going out, because we got to make our way there.
Yeah, we do.
Listen, I'll give you another footage. No problem.
Listen.
Listen though, guys, you are like the best part of my Saturday. Thank you for that
appreciate
100
that,
episodes.
man.
I hope you guys
Appreciate
100
that,
more.
100% though.
I appreciate that greatly,
100%
man.
though.
Thank you from the bottom, man. We appreciate
Fact.
you, man.
Fact.
Appreciate that, because we put the work in. We put the
Of
work in.
course.
With that
We
being
don't.
said, we gonna jump right into this next thing. Don't forget, we ain't forget about you, Jay.
Nah, we did it.
We ain't forget about you. Got a couple things for you before you break out.
I got you.
All right, kid.
All right.
All right, peace. Shout to Jay.
100%.
Shout to everybody that's listening and tuned in. Love that we got the flurry of calls, because it's like, obviously the internet shut us down or whatever have you. But
Yeah.
we right back. And with that being said, we going to jump right into our – so you finished with the
I guess we could jump in. It was,
All right,
there was
let's
a
do it.
couple
You
good
ready?
ones on
Here we
there,
go.
but yeah, let's go.
Weekly specs. Auto news for all the listeners, only on Rally Radio.
All right, we're going to jump right into our weekly specs. I love when the show just goes haywire. I love it.
I
Like,
do too,
that's
son.
where we
I ain't
live.
gonna front. That's where I'm at with that.
I love it, man. So it looks like, are y'all ready for this?
Let's go.
It's a lot going on. Hyundai and Kia recalled 122,000 vehicles over potential. Guess what it is? Over potential what?
Fires.
Potential gearbox faults.
Oh, no. So we said Hyundai? Added again?
Hyundai and Kia.
Added it. Yo, I ain't gonna front, son. If you ask me, they like hand in hand with Tesla, son. I don't know
yeah.
who's worse.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Tesla because it's EV, but they like hand in hand.
Let me
though.
tell you, people who don't pay attention to the automotive world, they love Tesla, they love Honda, they love Kia. And meanwhile, I'm like Morpheus from the Matrix. Remember,
Yeah.
he told Neo, he said, "You've been living in a dream world, Neo."
Yo, he said it with conviction, though. Like, yo, no, Neo, you was wrong.
He said, "This is what you think it looks like.
Yo.
This is what it really looks
yo,
like."
son.
So we got to put people on, man. It looks like there's an oil pump issue that puts the vehicle in neutral within 30 seconds.
Oil pump issue. See, here's the thing. I think what the real big problem is, man, is that they're trying to. Remember, everybody's trying to do the whole EV thing, and these guys they can't even get the basics right. They trying to move on when they can't even dial this in right though. I'm trying to tell you. Then people talking about this wedge design nonsense that they trying to come out with. Why would you ever? Why would you ever? Son?
Shout to Phil. He said there's a supercharged in CT. It looks like we going and not for nothing. Lime Rock Park is up there too, which is tremendous. So shout to Phil. That may have to be the move. But continue on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, like that bothers me, like, cause you know at a point in time, I was with Hyundai for a minute. You know what I'm saying? When they dropped that Turbo Genesis, you know what I'm saying? That the all track edition 6-speed. Don't hit the button. Don't do it. When they came out with the Stinger, I was with them, but they started spinning out.
I gotta say, at one point I was with Honda. I can't front. I told my wife to get a Honda.
No, you didn't.
Nah,
son.
she was looking for an SUV. And they had a 1.8 turbo. And I was like, yo, you could get that or get that new cone or the cone. I was like this.
So you had to be arguing because there's no way you steered to that direction.
I can't front.
There's no way.
Shout to my wife because she was like this. Buck, nah.
Yeah, she already knew.
She was like this. Get a what?
I can't believe you even suggested that. That's Foul Street right there.
Shout to
son.
my wife and rest in peace to her pops.
Yeah.
Because her pops gave her some real information that she's still running with to this day.
Yeah.
Hyundai garbage.
Garbage can? Damn,
Garbage.
son.
Shout to my wife, man. She paid attention on that one because I was
Nah,
like,
she
yo,
did, son.
I said, yo, just get it. It's only 20,000.
Yo, the bidder was some mind you though. He wouldn't step foot in it if it was him.
She was like, you should get one. I was like, no. That won't happen.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, that's jokes.
But it looks like these Hyundais and Kias, so it looks like they had to recall 4 models over 2 problems with the circuit boards, which is crazy, and their official tow hitch accessory. That was before. We talked about that. You remember that, right?
Yep.
Where the tow hitch catch fire. Now a potential issue with the circuit board controlling the oil pump and the 8-speed dual clutch transmission used by Hyundai and Kia is forcing recalls of 8 models. A potential inadequate soldering job could allow a board component to detach, thereby causing a pump malfunction. If that happens, warning lights, a chime, and a directive to stop safely immediately alert the driver and the vehicle enters a fail-safe mode to prevent further damage. The bigger issue is that the transmission control unit gives the driver between 20 and 30 seconds to get parked in a safe spot before disengaging the transmission's clutches.
What?
Without the clutch actuation, the car won't move. Did y'all hear that?
Nah. Repeat that.
All right, I
I
gotta
heard
stop
that.
the music.
Yeah, I don't think they heard that last part.
So apparently, there is a problem with a computer chip inside the transmission. If this computer chip goes, this soldering job goes,
What?
it said if that happens,
Hold on, wait. Soldering just don't separate easily.
right? Because we heating it to put it together.
Okay.
It says a potential inadequate soldering job could allow a board component to detach, thereby causing a pump malfunction. If that happens, a warning light and the directive to stop safely immediately alert the driver and the vehicle enters a fail-safe mode to prevent further damage. The bigger issue is that the transmission control unit gives the driver 20 to 30 seconds to get parked in a safe spot before disengaging the transmission's clutches. Without the clutch actuation, the car won't move. So you could be getting it on your way to work, and then it says stop safely immediately. And 30 seconds later, it's shutting off.
Or better than that, let's say it's a real problem, son. Let's say wifey pregnant or something.
Oh boy!
Your firstborn is on his way, or your 19th, and you gotta just pull this thing over like that.
Not only you got to pull the car off, you got to pull it up on wifey. That's crazy.
Oh, so you gotta be a doctor
boy.
too.
This is a family show. We ain't gonna
Son.
go too crazy. Bill Cosby or some Heathcliff Huxtable. We in here pulling babies out in the back seat because the car don't want to move. We're going to talk about the affected vehicles right now. You have the 2021 to 22 Hyundai Santa Fe.
Damn. Son.
The 2021 to 2022 Hyundai Sonata. These are new cars, by the way.
These are new. Yeah, these are brand new.
2021 to 2022 Hyundai Veloster N.
Oh no, wait, hold on, repeat that one, because you know people out there they raving about those. They what?
That Hyundai Veloster N will bail on you.
Damn.
2022 Hyundai Elantra N.
Wait. Not the Bowded DCT Elantra. And
Yes.
Wait, you talking about the same one that they had try to compete against the Type R?
Yes.
No, not that. It can't be that one.
It's got to be that one. What? 2022 Hyundai Kona N. 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz. 2023 Kia K5. And the 2021 to 2022 Kia Sorento.
All right, so it's their whole lineup, y'all. Pay
It's
attention,
the whole lineup.
And a performance line. Yo.
Shout to anybody with a Kia.
Damn.
Go get that handled ASAP.
Nah, get that ASAP Amundo, because next thing you know, you're going to be laid up on the side of the road and you got somewhere to be. Important.
And not only that, it's crazy because it says the fix is a trip to the dealer for a transmission inspection and software update. Dealers will replace the faulty transmissions free of charge and upload new TCU programming that extends fail-safe operation to give drivers more time to reach safe haven. So you know what they say.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Let's go.
Let me see if I got my head wrapped
Sport
around
and
this real
come
quick.
on. Spec intellect. What we
Hold
doing?
on.
Come on. What we
Let me
got?
get this right. So you're trying to tell me they're not even technically really fixing the problem. They just trying to extend your time on the problem. Is that a joke? Hold on. Wait. They're going to replace the transmission transaxle free of charge. Only to update it to expand the time on it?
I'm gonna play music because it's crazy.
Yo.
So apparently, instead of 30 seconds, they're probably gonna add another minute.
It's not fixing the problem?
That's not fixing.
I ain't gonna front. They taking a page from Tesla, son. They taking a page right out of this, son.
If
Yeah, I'm
you
trying to-
own,
Yeah.
if you own any of the Kias involved,
Yo, the whole lineup, son. It's the whole lineup, son. I think the only thing that's not on there is the what? What's the only thing that's not on here right now? The Santa Fe is not on here.
nah, the
That's
Santa
it.
Fe there, son.
Really?
Well, the Santa Cruz. I think they
Yeah, Santa
replaced the
Cruz
Santa
did.
Fe with the Santa Cruz.
No, I'm talking about the pickup truck they got now. Ain't that the pickup truck, the Santa Fe or something like
Huh,
that?
they got a pickup truck?
Yeah, they got a pickup. They got a pickup, son.
They could pick up the transmissions.
They can pick them up laying across the LIE. They can pick them all up. Damn, son. So
If-
wait,
listen, if you own a Hyundai, do yourself a favor and just take it in, yo.
Nah, seriously, don't even play no games because you never know, man. Cause this be the problem. Like, they replacing the whole transmission for you. They said,
A whole transmission.
and get ready to spend your whole day there. Or
Oh, because they did say it's going to take about 3 hours. And if you there and your neighbors there and every other Hyundai owner's there, finito.
damn, son.
Finito.
And I knew something was fishy about these things. Oh man, the DCT run so great. Yeah, sure they do.
Sure they
Sure they do. Oh yeah, they outrun the manuals. Yeah, I bet.
Good
And
luck
if you
with that.
notice, And if you notice, they talked about the DCT.
Kid. Yo,
They talking about it. Son. I'm telling you, there's no talking to manuals. I'm telling you, man. People sometimes less is more, Beta One. We know that already. Sometimes less is more, son.
and sometimes you have to have less Hyundai
Yeah. It's less Hyundai. That's a
and
fact.
more gumption about where you spend your money.
See, I think that's the problem right there. So I think people don't know exactly where they spending money at, son. So they just go anywhere with the whole thing right
They
there.
doing
That's the
whatever they
problem,
want to
son.
do.
That's
son.
a problem, bro. We definitely gonna have an episode on where to spend your Gouda if you're gonna go get a car. son.
Let's go.
Have to be, because y'all out here spending out, son.
This is nothing. We got more. There's more where that came from. So it looks like Hurricane Ian may have doubled the number of flood damaged vehicles. Now we already know that, you know, we definitely praying for Florida.
Factory.
Hurricane Ian went through there and ravaged Florida. And not only that, it did the same thing to Carolinas
Yep.
too. But now you're gonna have a flood of new cars hitting the scene.
Damn,
Right?
son, them new cars.
You're gonna have a lot of flood of used cars. People want to sell their cars that was flooded out, and it's gonna happen.
Of course. Remember that big hurricane that happened out here in New York? What was that? Hurricane
Sandy?
Sandy.
How about how she hit North Carolina and people were trying to sell cars from out of there? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when we went to go pick up the CRX? How the guy said there's been nothing but mosquitoes over here since then, because there's nothing but stagnant water all over the place. Well, it looks like a lot of these flood damaged vehicles are mostly in Florida and the Carolinas, but you definitely got to be careful buying a used car right now. They believe or suspected that there's about 358,000 additional flood damaged vehicles. Now the original number was 400,000. So with them adding 358, we talking about 758,000 vehicles.
Son, almost a million.
Flood, almost 1 million cars with flood damage. 250,000. So you got to be careful out here when you buying those used cars. Do yourself a favor, peel back the carpet, smell the car.
Better than that. Do yourself a favor. Call up me in the Beta One, because you know we'll be out there posting up our thing. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
We out
PCBS.
That's a fact. Inspectors, because we're going to do the right thing for y'all. Because this is the thing, though, right? They know people going to buy because people don't know what to look for
Right.
until it's too late. Now you can get ahead of that curve if you call me in the Beta One, baby. Just think about it, son.
Don't forget, give them the shameless plug. Let's go.
That's a fact.
PCBS.
Mm-hmm. Inspectors, baby.
Let's go. Inspectors.
You can find us again. You can find us on our Instagram, our Facebook. We are up there. Phone number, everything intact, baby. It worked. Call up.
Call up. You looking to buy a used car and you don't know what
Factory.
you're looking at?
Mhm.
We will help you.
Honestly, we'll help. We have a checklist, everything ready to go for it.
Let's go. 758,000 cars. So just be careful. Couple things we can say. Smell the car.
Yo, that's just one off rip.
If you open up the car door and it smells like somebody's dank basement,
Or if it just smells odd, like it smells like you know what car smell I always find odd? An old BMW always smell like crayon in there for some mysterious reason. Son. Like it smells like Crayola crayons for some mysterious reason, like the 2000 and like I want to say the 2005 is below. I could be wrong. Could be even higher than that. But they always smell like Crayola for some reason. But
Yo,
like the big one said, man, use your nostrils. See what's going on.
shout to the YouTube user mine equals blown. He said, inspect the car. Unless it has a 2J in it, just take it.
Respect, brother. Respect. Respect. That's a fact. That's a fact. If that's a Tuesday, man, disregard everything. Just grab it.
Disregard and take it. And matter of fact, call the bid and we'll call S.I. Sean and let us know
Factory.
where you got it from. And that's another thing we're going to talk about on the side note, the performance cars.
Mm-hmm.
Would you buy a performance car that was flooded out?
100%. But see, that goes back to my question with Dez. Like, what makes a performance car? Because he was talking about how you respect how EVs have instantaneous torque, blah, 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 blah.
No. I know one thing I know about the Nose Hunter. The one thing I know about the Nose, he's a car guy, certified, right? There's no way he was buying his own rhetoric. There's no way he was buying that.
I don't know. He had me pretty convinced there for a minute. Like, oh, hold on, wait. This is what performance is now? This is what we doing?
He definitely had us convinced, but I just don't think that's what he's doing.
Nah, son, I don't think
But
so.
in all honesty, at the end of the day, it's just that the fact that the performance cars are dying. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
If a Ford GT crossed my path,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yo, it was flooded out. I want 20,000," I'd buy it.
Nah, that's 100%. Yo, at this point though, at this juncture where we at, kid, any performance car that crossed the path that's flooded or what have you, front end damage, taking it. Chassis damage, taking it.
You know what it reminds me?
No.
And it's a quick story. I ran across an Acura NSX when I was looking for my CRX, my very first CRX. And it was smashed. It took a hit right in the front. Right in the shock tower, if you ask me. And I remember it was black and it was beautiful. It was right there on Merrick Boulevard.
Really?
Right there on Merrick by the Key Food. You know that
No
salvage
way,
yard
son.
that used to be there?
No way.
Yes. And I remember I went up in there, shout to Ace One. We went up in there and we said, yo, we just going to make this happen. We came back for that car. It was gone.
Because somebody else thought the same thing.
But
son.
they had the
and
money.
And they ain't hesitate.
Nope.
They didn't hesitate.
They
like,
pulled the trigger. Like,
I go front. I remember, right?
Boom.
When I used to live in South Ozone, quick story, this guy around the corner named was Neil, right? And he had BMWs all the time, right? Man, nice BMWs and everything, right? They even had a turbocharged E30, E36. Nice blue joint, right? Crazy nice wheels, right?
Wow.
So he ended up buying a 330, crashed up crazy. Yo, he brought that car back, son. The joint looked like it walked off the showroom floor or rolled off the showroom floor.
How I go.
Completely salvaged car, son.
So not for nothing, that's another way to go for if you want that performance car that you
Fact.
can't grab.
Fact, if you can't grab and intact, you know what I'm saying?
You could go to the salvage yard. If you got a guy that do body work, bro.
Good body work, by the way.
Trust me, man, it could happen. I'll tell you, I thought about that. I said, damn, I really wish I'd have grabbed that.
Son, that's not even a bad idea, though.
It's really not.
Because if you could get it back within spec, are you wrong?
At the end of the day, it's going to have a salvage title.
And another problem with that is, if y'all don't know, is that you're going to go through a lot of problems with New York with that.
Mm-hmm.
New York gives you a headache behind that.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get a guy on the show who put back a Hellcat that had front end damage.
Wow.
Smashed up, front end damage complete. He put it back, son, the joint.
Look new.
As if it rolled up the showroom floor. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I love it.
Telling you, son. 6'1" and all that's crazy. So we're going to get him up on the show.
So maybe, just maybe,
that
we
may
may
not
have
be a bad route.
May not be a bad route. But,
Fact.
you know, this is not a bad route.
Not at all.
Looks like BMW is willing to keep the manual around till 2030.
I think BMW blowing smoke with that one, but continue.
Oh, shoot.
I think they blowing
BMW's M-boss Frank Van Meel confirmed the M2, M3, and M4 will continue to offer the 3 pedals until the end of the decade. So I found this interesting because what my thing is, they've admitted in their interviews that having a manual transmission is an oxymoron. They're like, no, it doesn't make sense for us to have it,
Yeah.
but we're going to keep it because our core audience wants us to keep the cars.
100%.
Now, I'm not going to lie. A lot of people are bashing this M2. They saying the front gills are too damn big. But
I'm good, man. I'll take one.
I'll take
Take
one
one
now.
right here in green.
There we go.
Fact.
Give it to cherry red for me.
Ooh.
Boy. Or that dark navy. You know that.
Oh, I take one in green with the red Cali's, please.
But but I will say, he said the manual is, unfortunately, not so widespread, he says. It's more in the segments of the M2 and M3 and M4. And for those cars, we continue offering the manual, and those cars will run for a long time until the end of this decade, says Van Meel. Now, I gotta look at that, right?
Yeah.
And I gotta say to myself, is this the M division? Is it gonna be limited to the M division? Because what about the Z?
But remember though, we talked about the Zeb. Remember they said they was pumping. Oh, the Zeb is gonna be Manu. Oh, I
And
was
then-
actually going for it. Then they said turn around like
Auto.
this. Yeah, auto. So what we gonna do? We're gonna leave auto. But how though? When I call, if you ask me, I call this the best work in Manu. Not only because it's Manu's, because that's how it came out. It was a roadster that way.
Yes. Shout to the YouTube. He said if you come up on a flooded Ferrari or Lamborghini, take that joint straight to the emergency room and start operating. Time is money. He's not lying. Yo, if you could figure out how to bring them cars back,
Son, it's always a way.
it's
You may not want to do it, but he or she will.
my thing is how bad can it be? Serious.
I want to think how bad can it be. Let's say it was flooded up to the roof and it was sitting there for a little minute. You gotta do the whole inside, baby.
Electronics, everything.
Everything's. Some will say it's like getting a brand new one. Maybe.
But
I
what
would do
if?
it, though.
What if you wanted to track it anyway?
Okay.
Now you ripping out all the electronics.
Anyway, you're doing that anyway. But what if you just want to bring it back to stunt? It's the same thing.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I feel like if you have a Ferrari, you could stunt with one seat.
First of all, I think if you got a Ferrari, you can stunt with one wheel.
Boy.
You can have one wheel, that huge caliper on either side.
Yep.
Don't make a difference. You can have that nasty screaming V8, V12, V10, whatever's coming with that at the time. But I don't think it's bad to a point where you just gotta wipe your hands with it. I don't think so. I think you can always revive them.
So here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. When it comes down to the M2, M3, M4, is this not exciting news to you? Even if you think they pump faking, what is it?
It does. Never mind. This is a family show. I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but it definitely gets me excited, kid.
Okay.
It makes me want to drink Royal Purple right now.
He's stupid, yo. I can't with this guy,
I
man.
put some in my head. Let's go. But it definitely gets me hyped because you know what? Remember, at a point in time, despite what people say, BMW was the truth, son.
That's a
They
fact.
They held a lot of benchmarks. People was after their title every which way. People was after their titles. I did a number of legends that was chasing the BMW title.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that does get me hyped. Man, you know what? Big kidney grill, so what? Big engine, now what?
I'll say this. When it comes down to it, I think that the BM is still worth it. The
Son.
fact that they may be one of the only manuals still left around.
And that's what I mean. Like, and that's the thing that get me pumped about it. They counterpart Mercedes gave up a while ago. Mercedes don't even know what they're doing right now.
No, they can
lost.
care less too.
That's what I'm saying. So it does get me hyped. What about you though?
Shout to Phil. He said, I'm going to find me a flooded Cayman GT4. Yes.
They're
There's
gonna be out there, son. They're gonna
Yo,
be out there.
think about it.
Son, that
Florida.
McLaren is out there.
That yellow
That
McLaren.
is out there.
So somebody bought that on YouTube. His name is TK's Garage. I think
I don't
he
even
bought
believe
that yellow. I think so. Don't hold me to it. Check YouTube if
This
you
is
don't
what
believe.
I'm saying, kid. They out there. These M3s, they out there.
They
Porsches, they out there.
They out there.
Come on, son. Like you said, how bad could it really be?
It can't be. To me, it's not that bad.
Nah, son. Not to completely wash your hands with it. No
Well,
way.
you know who's not washing their hands? Vin Diesel.
Oh, what he doing?
Looks like the Dodge Charger Daytona EV concept pops up in Fast and Furious 10.
Damn.
And with that being said, I am officially done with the franchise.
Damn, son.
Not for nothing. And I was one of the ones that was preaching. I was so excited. Look at Dodge. Like, at least they trying. And as much as I tried to pass it off on my peers, I couldn't even pass it off to myself. That rev is stupid.
But do you see what I mean? Though? Yeah. Yo, that is ridiculous. But you see what they trying to do though? They trying to make it cool by any means. They like, yo, this is not gonna sell. We need you to do this.
Well, not for nothing. Let's be
Part
honest.
of it, right?
A lot of the movies and things that these cars have popped up on, they turned out to be good, right? So, Camaro, we talked about that when it was Legend Auto the other day. It popped up in Transformers.
100%.
Dodge definitely has Fast and Furious to thank for as far as they are.
Yeah. That's
Because
true.
even before they were really, the Dodge Charger, Dodge Challenger, Hellcat, Dom was rocking one of them at the quarter mile with an
That's a fact.
MK4 Willie in that joint, like
That's
he
a fact.
Willie a bike. So we gotta, I'm telling you, it's
You're
like
right though. He been wheeling those.
Been
though. He-
wheeling them,
And then
so-
if you notice in the other movie, he started out in the Challenger SRT running against Brian in the Skyline.
There you go. There you go.
But here's the drawback though. Dom joint was auto. Nobody want to talk about that.
Oh,
part,
they didn't.
though.
They didn't speak about that.
That joint was auto.
And
kid.
so was the GTR, though.
Of course.
Boy. Well, looks like they're not built for what we think so. But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that get down, man. So many different things. And not for nothing, this is our last one. We're going to move on. We are definitely deep into the show. This is our 100th episode. Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. Looks like the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, 10 more fatal crashes linked to Tesla's automated driving tech.
Let's go, Tesla. Way to go.
Way to go, Tesla. An 11th crash was mistakenly linked to a Ford pickup truck that didn't have self-driving tech. Oh, boy. National Highway Safety Administration released new data indicating that 10 people were killed in the United States in crashes involving vehicles that were using automated driving systems. The crashes all took place during a 4-month period earlier this year between mid-May and September of this year. Each of the 10 deaths involved vehicles made by Tesla, though it is unclear from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's data whether the technology itself was at fault or whether the driver error might have been responsible. An 11th crash appears in the data involving a Ford pickup truck, but it was later found that the Ford reported the incident too quickly and that the pickup was not actually equipped with the automaker's partial self-driving tech. The 10 deaths included 4 crashes involving motorcycles that occurred during the spring and the summer. 2 fatalities happened in Florida and 1 each in California and Utah. Safety advocates note that the deaths of motorcyclists and crashes involving Tesla vehicles using automated driver assist systems such as autopilot have been increasing.
Damn. Yeah, you know what bothers me the most about that is like, okay, so when SI Sean decides to get a new machine, whatever it may be, rather it's a motorsport, something for the house, you do your due diligence, right?
Yes.
You got to look into it. There's no way I'm gonna get something like this and not do homework on it, kid. It's no way.
Looks like Teslas and motorcycles don't like each other.
Nah, they don't mix. You gonna laugh every time I see a Tesla. Anyway, I get out the way. Anyway, I get out the way. Rather I'm rolling on 4 wheels or 2, I get directly out the way. Like, now I don't know what this is gonna do. At any given moment, it could phantom brake on you.
I don't know, man. Again, man, this guy's an evil villain.
Some, but but what I will give him this though, man. People may disagree. He's clever though. He's clever, so he can get his way out of probably just about anything. Man.
Out of anything.
And that's terrible, son. It's terrible, kid. That's terrible.
I don't
must
trust
say,
the
like,
guy,
nah,
man.
Nah, not at all, son. Not at all. Not at all.
I don't trust the guy, bro.
Not at all.
I just say this, man. When it comes down to it, Rally Radio told you first.
Exactly. We've been telling y'all.
Been telling y'all, man.
That's
They
bad,
doing it
man.
out
These
here.
things. And then, so funny, my man the other day trying to tell me, like, yo, man, my man copped the Tesla with the gold wings. I said he don't listen to the show.
At all?
Because if he did, he wouldn't have copped. He
That's
got a
a fact.
family? Oh, no, he wouldn't have copped.
He definitely wouldn't have copped.
So I say this. I say all to say this, man. Yeah, when y'all going vehicle shopping, call up Rally Radio and please tell us what you're passing on the way to whatever you think you're about to get.
Right.
Because we're going to turn you around. Stay the other way. Because these is no good.
That's a fact, man.
if
And not,
you-
not
continue.
for nothing, we got one more. Hyundai is told to deal with its child labor allegation.
What? So, this is why they spinning out, son? Things is catching on fire,
Is-
circuit boards is breaking?
Is this why they didn't have a supply chain issue?
Damn.
Because they was using kids? I hope not.
Son, what
It
year
looks-
is this?
This is, this is now.
This is now. All right, got
It
it.
looks like the SOC Investment Group is pressing the Hyundai Motor Company to respond to reports of child labor at its American parts suppliers.
Hold
This
on,
is
wait,
not- say it again.
Wait, what?
While the abuse was not found with Hyundai, but rather a supplier, the South Korean manufacturer has been looking into it, and they also believe that Hyundai needs to take a long look into their supply chain. Let's just hope this is not where we think it's going. If Hyundai has an issue like that, they need to get rid of it.
If Hyundai has an issue like this, they just need to pack their bags.
They're
and
not
wrap
gonna
it
do
up,
that.
son.
They're not gonna do that.
So they need to close. They need to close factories.
They're not gonna do that. They're not.
Who's
gonna do
copping? Yo, you trying to tell me if they turn around and Hyundai actually got little noodles sitting here trying to put stuff together? Yo, Hyundai's finished, bro.
that? Telling you.
I think that's gonna be the death of Hyundai, son.
I tell you what, man. To me, Hyundai just got to get it together. I don't like to suspect in cases like that.
Yeah.
We just report the news when it
Yeah.
comes to cases like that. But I will say that the last thing that they need is that. They don't need
Yo,
anything.
that is the first and last thing they need, son.
It's
There's
the first
no
and
way.
last.
It's no way, kid.
It's a fact. So they need to make sure that they get ahead of that. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like Chrysler develops fix for the Pacifica plug-in hybrid EV minivan fires. I didn't know these was catching fire. So it looks like the plug-in hybrid EV minivan, the Chrysler Pacifica, has been catching fire. In February, Stellantis recalled almost 20,000 examples due to reports of fires in 12 vehicles. I love how they try to put it out there like, oh, it's only 12 cars.
Sure.
But it looked like they was catching fire, and it looked like it's been a software issue, and definitely with the lithium-ion batteries inside the car. At this point, they are not saying that you could park it inside your home, but you still need to keep it about 50 feet from your house.
So they taking the page from Kia and Hyundai.
Yes.
Noted, Dodge. Noted. That's yo. But this is what I mean, man. Like this is something that you should expect though, because what happens when you overcharge your battery? You got to think about these things are bigger and stronger than your cell phone.
You overcharge your cell phone, and what happens?
So it gets crazy hot and it doesn't work.
It's a fact.
Yeah, you gonna laugh, right? I be at the job, so you know they use like electrical cherry pickers and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
And I feel the cables. Them cables be so hot, son.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine when you overcharge these things.
Kid, I mean,
Son.
just think about it. It's constant charge running through.
Yo, son,
Constant.
at crazy speed.
They haven't figured that out yet, man. Haven't figured that out. And
I don't know, bro.
we got so much more show for y'all, man. It's definitely crazy out here, man. Definitely gonna jump right into this next segment.
Let's go.
You ready for this?
Let's go.
It's Tech Talk with Pop the Bearded One and S.I. Sean.
This one actually looks interesting. And this is why, shout to Ace One. Shout to
go.
everybody who's a wagon. They love wagons. Paul,
love
I'm
that.
sorry.
I love that. You love wagons? I do. I'm telling you, so you gonna laugh. I seen a nice one the other day. It was a Benz, though. It was a Benz, though.
Shout to S.I. Sean.
Let's
This is
go.
a family show.
Let's go, factory.
But,
Factory. I ain't gonna front, man. They can hold a lot of luggage, kid. Them joints is nice.
for those that love wagons.
Let's go.
For those that love wagons.
Yo, son, I'm rolling.
BMW M Boss says BMW M5 wagon
Mhm.
is under consideration and could come to the United States.
Damn.
So let's talk about that for a little minute. We know they had an M3 Grand Tour wagon.
Yeah, son. Oh, man.
Beautiful car. And it
Yo,
and it
son.
made it. It never made it to the States. So it looks like they're gonna build. They hopefully will build the M5 wagon that'll
Yeah, son.
actually come to the States, and it'll actually be an M5 that holds more in the caboose.
Said more in the caboose, right? Yo, I'm telling you, they do that though.
What's your thoughts on that?
First off, right? I was going in another direction when they started making this body style M5, right?
Uh-huh.
Cause you know they started to become too big, so like 7 Series.
But they still have power.
They have
Continue on.
tons of power,
Yes.
especially that CS. You ever seen the CS yet? Or no?
No, I haven't seen.
Okay, the
it.
CS is beautiful. You get time, take a look at it. But
Uh-huh.
not for no. You're right. These things come with a lot of power. They're great cars though. They still really good.
Yes.
Now you turn around and make it a wagon with a carbon roof. Are you crazy?
Wagon.
Son, you put a carbon roof on a wagon? That's ridiculous, son. I'm really hoping they do, because that may inspire me to, get my chips right.
I
Try to
hear
go
you.
grab one.
I hear you.
Because it would be ridiculous, though. But I'm more interested to see how they're going to make the dimensions of the car, though. Because it's already,
Huge.
you know what I'm saying? It's already a hefty joint. So I'm like, yo, how they going to really do that one? Like, the M3, The reason why that looked good because they still was able to make it,
Like an M3.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they do have pictures of it up, and we're gonna put pictures up on Rally_Radio_GBR, and don't forget you can also follow us on TikTok. We're on
Factory.
TikTok now
Yeah, we TikToking
at GB Rally. Appreciate all of those that follow us across our platforms, man. We really do. We appreciate y'all.
100%.
But it's actually a beautiful looking vehicle.
You know
If
what?
they come out with it.
You know what though? If they do it, it's definitely gonna sell because, believe it or not, man, that what is that? The RS6 of on? What's over here? Is that the RS6 or just the S?
That's the RS6 of all.
That's over here, right?
Yes. It's a
Yes.
nice wagon.
Yank on front. It is though, but you know what? I've been straight away, not to get too sidetracked. I've been straying away from the Audis for a while now, but that one actually does look good. I've definitely seen maybe like 3-4 of them. I'm like, yeah, you know what?
Well, let me ask you a
Just
question.
hot.
Are you gonna struggle away? Are you gonna shy away from Audi now after this news? Tell me when you're ready with
Let's
this.
go. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. It looks like fire safety is a lingering cause for concern with many buyers who may be considering buying an EV car. The reality is that the issue is less significant than people think. Whatever. But it looks like Audi has figured out a way to stop these cars from catching on fire.
Really?
I think it says 2 recent patents at the United States PTO related to this hot topic, and both of them were filed by Audi. These patents are very simple in concept, but they also move EV battery safety on by another increment and should hopefully find their way to future Audi e-tron models. In a way, these patents stem from the kind of thinking that brought us Quattro and Pro whatever, right?
Yeah.
Lithium-ion battery cells heat up and cool down during the course of their normal operation. These trends should be almost uniform across all cells in the battery pack, but it looks like the patent solves this problem by identifying and isolating individual battery cells as needed based on information gathered by cell-mounted sensors and processed by clever mathematics.
Yo, it sounds like it's gonna catch even more fire, son. I don't know, kid.
Sounds like
Yo.
the computer's gonna warn you this time.
Son.
Hey, it's catching on fire. Pop, get out
He said
there.
it's
It's
gonna
catching
warn
on
you
fire.
this time.
I just don't get it.
Listen, man. This is the thing. This is what happens when we want to get, when we want to go. We don't want to go too far with the tech. We don't really know how to control it yet.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man. Just like I told you, just by feeling those electrical cables, I'm like, yo, dang, son, this is mad power going through this thing.
Right. Right.
Who said it's not gonna catch on fire?
Yep. I don't know. I just feel like Audi is like, I don't know, man. It's like these car companies are shocking me left and right. I just would have never thought that they would run to something like this so quickly, so fast, but it's happening.
You know what I think? You know what I think about? I be thinking, right, that these manufacturers don't really have brand loyalty that bad.
Right.
I think that their base, their customer base, doesn't really rock with them that much.
Well,
because the reason why I say that is because, like you said, how fast do they turn to these things? Like, oh snap, man, we're gonna lose our people because this is what everybody wants.
Well,
hold on, wait, Pagani ain't do that because Pagani know, yo, our people is not gonna spend this type of dough on stuff like this.
That's a fact.
So I don't know. I just be thinking about certain things.
That's a fact. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Looks like Toyota's not forsaking their people, because it looks like the Toyota in Canada will not sell the 2023 Toyota GR to just anyone. Looks like they're gonna have a criteria for you to buy that car.
See, this is what they should have been doing, but carry on.
It looks like they've had, obviously they're gonna have a whole bunch of different GR Corolla Morizo edition. That's the one that it seems like everybody wants. It says starting September 21st and ends November 2nd. Open only to the age of majority residents of Canada who have had valid driver's licenses for a period of 5 years or more.
Damn.
Wow. What do you think of that?
I actually like it. That means you can't hop out the sandbox, think you about to grab one of those,
and think you gonna wheel it.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Think you gonna wheel it. They like this. Let's go, kid. I got that, yo. I'm telling you, I'm gonna wheel it.
Son, I think that's actually not a bad idea, though. And you know what? They didn't even get too crazy. They only said 5 years.
I think
they didn't even get too crazy with it. They said 5 years.
5 years.
That's not bad, son.
Nah, and it looked like they was giving one away at one point too.
Son, that's not bad, B.
It says can't stop thinking about the limited edition GR Corolla Morizo edition. We're giving non-lucky winners the opportunity to purchase one. Purchase.
Oh, they didn't give it away.
but you have to have your license for 5 years. Wow. Well, sounds good to me, man.
It does. And don't think you're going to be able to hit them to swindle. They're going to do extensive research on whoever you think you're about to enter into this contest. So.
Man, listen, I'm going to enter and I'm from America.
Yeah.
Can I have it one, two? It is what it is, man.
Fact.
Again, this is one of the situations where you go, you're seeing different things all day, every day when it comes to the autos. So let's just hope that, this is something that works for them. But I don't know if you can be like, yo, I'm going to sell you one. And if you don't have your license for 5 years, I can't sell it to you. I don't know how that sounds. But
I mean, if you don't fit the criteria, son, it don't matter.
that's a fact.
I'm the one. It's mine.
That's a fact, yeah.
I can do what I want with it. What are you going to tell on me?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell the cops? What are they going to say? You
They
have
gonna
to
tell them.
You
You
have
know?
to sell them this. Why do I have to sell them?
Why do you have to sell them, right? Last but not least, it looks like Ferrari developed world's first technology to predict engine knock before it happened.
Ooh, okay, Ferrari being progressive. I hear that.
Just hearing that title, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. That's nice.
Because how many people would like to know that your engine is about to go before it does go?
That's nice though, cause now you could do preventative, work on that. Now you like, all right, hold on, wait.
Good luck with that. Like, you didn't know that if you didn't put oil in it, you're finished. Like, you didn't know if it overheats for a long period of time, you're done.
But see, this is when you gotta remember, man. They straying away from the real enthusiasts, the ones who like to do things like that and know what's really going on with that. This is for everybody.
It's ridiculous, man.
Everybody who got, of course, $300,000 to spend on a car, but it's for those people.
It's
now.
ridiculous. For those that are tuned in on the radio station, we will be staying live on our Facebook and also our YouTube pages. And you can also find us on a variety of different platforms. So if you're listening on that and you hear us shut off, you already know what's going on. We do have it going on here. But with that being said, we've reached the end of our tech talk. And there's one thing we're going to get into. You ready for this? Here we go.
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
Here we go. Now, this is our driver's etiquette. We've been waiting all day to get to here. Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. Where are we exactly? And when I asked that question in all modes of life. And I don't know if I'm just really being biased because I live in New York.
Yeah.
Maybe things are different in other places, like Florida.
Yeah.
Or California,
or Florida with the big storm that just happened.
Right.
Okay.
Or Arizona, Texas, maybe.
Yep.
But where are we right now? And when I ask that question, I ask it like we have so many different things knocking enthusiasts. And then, like I said, it brings us back to the very first episode of Rally Radio. Now, like I said, this is our 100th episode. We've been doing this for 2 years, almost without a break.
Let's go.
And that's because we feel that, we definitely got to give back to the automotive community. This is something that has entertained me and actually showed me discipline and things like that for all this time, that we felt like it's something we needed to give back. But when you look at it, where are we now? Are we at a point where whatever knowledge you have of autos is done?
I don't think it's there yet. But I do, think we're in like the Twilight Zone, if you ask me.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Because it's like you said, do we scrap all the knowledge we know on previous vehicles, on previous technology? Do we do that? Or do we, get on board with all this battery powered, lithium ion, scientific, do we do that instead? Or do we just sit down and just watch? Like, I don't know. I think we're in between a strange place right now.
I'll say this much. When I look around the automotive community, and I mean from the streets to the corporate to the companies and all the news that we see and things that are going on, I don't like where we are.
I don't think we're in a happy place.
I don't think so neither because
No.
recently I posted on our TikTok page. I did a little TikTok about how Tesla is trying to get $26,000 out of this Tesla car owner. Actually, he was
It's the understeer.
he was an understeer for a little while. He spent $140,000 on a Tesla in 2013.
Yeah.
And now he wants to get rid of that car, but he can't because the EV batteries are down and they want to charge him $26,000.
See, and that's what we say. Like, what are you passing on your way to this $140,000 electric vehicle?
Right.
And then you turn around, you don't know no maintenance history in this car or what it will take to even maintain it.
Right. Reason I brought it up is because in my TikTok DMs and messages,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe he saved $30,000 in gas, so $26,000 is not a problem. Okay. And I'm just like, this can't be a car guy. Then you have other people that's like, that's why I hate Teslas anyway. That's a car guy.
Yeah.
And, you know, the more I look at it, it's like, where are we exactly? It looks like we are on the brink
Yeah.
of an automotive civil war.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because car guys are now going against car guys.
I mean, you know, okay, all right. So I think, you know, for some strange reason, car enthusiasts have always been battling one another.
Yes.
For different reasons. But now this reason's a little bit, it's even more different and more strange if you ask me. Because
Yes.
now, I feel like we don't even know what real performance is no more.
No.
I feel like we just caught up, you know, I think we just caught up with that hype. I always say that, and I definitely believe that, like what you said, you read a comment. Oh, maybe he saved $26,000 in gas. No, he didn't, because he ain't trying to pay that tab for that battery. So that's not that. He
Right.
ain't do that. So that's completely out the way. And number two, like you said, that person who wrote that is probably like everybody else or most people that's with the new and what's hot kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? They might have once been a car enthusiast until they realized, oh, hold on, wait. Greenhouse gases, we could fix that. We could do this. We could do that.
So is it the fact that the computer guy is now trying to be a car guy now? Like, I mean, like, I'm not
Maybe-
understanding. Like, it's,
Maybe there's a mix now. That where they, you know, they actually got a niche they kind of could fit into. Like, oh, you know what? I don't like cars, but it's a big ass computer. So you know what? Maybe we do have something to talk about.
I just feel like, you know what? Where we are is not a, to me, it's like you see the change. And I hate to be left behind. But at the same time, sometimes that world that you left behind and is just great.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss sometimes.
Factory.
Ignorance is bliss. I don't know and I don't care.
Yeah.
So when I see the response to certain things, it's just like I just couldn't believe it. And then in the video I said, listen, if he wants to open it, bust the windows and open it. People are like, oh, how could you bust the windows on a Tesla? And oh my God.
Yeah, right.
And I'm just like, yeah. And I'm just like,
Hold on, wait, what?
yeah. And I just couldn't understand it for the life of me. I was just like, yo, people were really starting to value these cars more than a true auto.
And that's my problem right there. Like, I couldn't even tell you what a Tesla is. Like, other than it being obviously, you know, like a huge cell phone I could move around in a television, but
Shout to SRT Craze. He said, what's good? SI Sean, congrats on 100.
yo,
Let's
appreciate
go.
that. Good looking, good looking.
Appreciate that.
Factory.
I think what it comes down to is like I don't know what to expect anymore.
Nah, kid, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, B. Because it spins me because, like you said, people like, oh man, like they starting to value those appliances.
A refrigerator with wheels.
Like how though? How?
I don't know. The more we start to dig into where we are, so let's just go with that.
Yeah.
Where we are right now, we at a point where an EV company has more share than or their prices per share are worth more than auto companies that have been around for almost 100 years.
Yeah.
Where we are right now is the fact that they want to control not only the speed in your vehicle, they want to control the positioning of how you sit in your vehicle.
Yep.
They want to control everything from the rooter to the tutor. They want to know where you are at all times. They want digital license plates. They want everything to be told. Breathalyzers in the car before you even get in.
Yo.
But we also at a point where you can't control the public on public transportation.
Damn. Can you say that again, please?
We at the point where you want to control the singular driver in his car. You want to tell him, don't drink and drive.
Nope.
You want to make sure that his car only goes a certain speed.
Seatbelt
You
is
want to
on.
make sure that he's doing all of these other things in his
Not
personal
not
car.
talking on the phone. Like you can't do anything.
No. But on a public bus, you could get away with murder.
Damn.
This is where we are. This is where we are.
I will say this and I'll say it again because I believe it to the core. The path with the least resistance, son. You can just do what you want to do. But that's what they do. They blind us. Like you just said, they can't even control the public transportation part.
No.
Yo, that's way too much, kid. We can't even mess with that. So, but let's go over here to the enthusiasts, though, because they're not going to do nothing about it.
But my thing is, these guys have shown the most control.
Damn.
Shown the most. We've done almost everything they've asked us to do. You want us to get our car inspected? We do that. You want to make sure the car is registered? We do that.
Yep.
That's all it was. Make sure you have a license, you do that. So when the cop pull you over, license, registration,
Yep.
insurance, right? We do that. Now, they want you to give that up totally. That freedom that you once had, they want you to give all of that up. And in all honesty, the more that I sit back and I think about it, the more I say we have to keep fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we are now.
100%.
We are at a point where if we don't fight, we will have to fall into line.
Absolutely. But I think one of the real big problems is that we've been too compliant. I think we've been a little bit too compliant. Because, like, yo, wait, hold on, they just compliant? What are they going to say? What are they ever going to say no to then? When is enough enough? We never drew a line in the sand.
But here's the thing. I believe a lot of men are, because it's a lot of car guys and a lot of car girls, but I believe a lot of people who are car people in general believe that compliancy means you'll leave us alone.
But I think
and it's getting worse.
I agree to disagree because look now, like you said, they went from all of these rules and regulations, okay, cool, no doubt,
Right.
to completely, we consider taking everything from y'all.
Right.
Now
Right.
what?
So it just goes to show we definitely got to pay attention in this next vote coming up.
Absolutely.
Politics and autos are intertwining like never before,
Absolutely.
where they don't even want you to do sanctioned events.
Nah.
You remember you would build a drag car and take it with your son, put it
Yeah.
on the back of the pickup, and y'all go drag racing at a sanctioned track. They don't want to do that anymore. They don't want you to do road racing no more.
Nah.
And eventually they're going to come after everything. They want speed limits across the nationwide, across the United States.
Factory. Damn, son.
And if they could get it, they will.
Absolutely. How much they made last week or a couple weeks ago? $32 billion?
$32 million
$32
inside of a month on speed cameras.
Can we say hustle?
Can we say hustle?
Scamdemic?
Scamdemic. With that being said, that's just how the Beard and one and SI Sean feel. It's gonna have to come to a point where there's gonna be a reckoning, like as far as like what we really want. And if you want cars driving for you, if you want them stopping for you and doing everything for you, that's fine. But because of where we live, we should be able to choose.
Absolutely, though, but this may not be a choosing type of scenario, though.
You ain't lying.
This may be, you know what, we're going to do what we want. If you don't like it, leave.
It's true. It's true.
They don't want no type of anarchy.
Oh, shout to SRT Craze. He said because the government is about control and reason being a lot of senators and public officials are big shareholders in big car manufacturers. And boy, he's not lying.
So he's on to something with that one.
He's not lying. Shout
He's
to
on to
SRT
something.
Craze.
He's on to something with that one. 100% right there.
So it's just something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? Where are you?
Damn.
Are you on the line? Are you behind the line?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you over the line?
Damn.
Something
son.
to think about. With that being said,
100%.
that is our
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
all right, man. We ain't want to seem so dark and cluttered, but
Yeah, B.
it's a lot going on out here, man. It's a lot
100%.
going on. I hope everybody's paying attention.
100%.
And I hope y'all paying attention right now because we got our favorite part of the show coming up. You ready
Let's
for
go.
this?
Yeah,
Here
let's
we
do
go.
it.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Oh, man, son.
What you got for us today?
Yo, I ain't gonna front. This one's a real special one. I had to dig this one up for the 100th episode. I think this one's pretty hot. So what I got for y'all, man, listen up. 1992 Isuzu Impulse RS, baby. Ooh, let's go. First off, do you even know what one of those are?
So I owned 2
Oh, shit.
in Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Most bouted rally car. I love the way they look.
Yo, Ken, I ain't gonna front, man. They, if you ask me, they was like revolutionary, son, in a sense.
Tremendous.
I'm gonna tell you a little about it though. The reason being what makes it such a legend. Oh man, so I don't even know where to begin with this car. First off, like you said, it was definitely a rally-inspired vehicle. You know what I'm saying? This is the time when Isuzu, you know, it was at a time when the Japanese automakers wore all their features on their sleeve. Like it's nothing you didn't know. Remember that decals on the side and all that craziness. Yeah. This one in particular had one of the best ones on the side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that at the end of it. But that was one of the great things about this car. On top of that, it was a lightweight. They only made, this is what made it so crazy. They came here too.
Yes.
They only made about 2,300 of them.
Wow.
So they were super rare. 5-speed.
Wow.
Craziness, right? And on top of that though, it had a rear bias steering rear suspension, son.
Really?
Are you kidding me, son?
Wow.
On this old drive system too, on this right here. Turbocharged, making 160 hertz per.
And who made it?
Isuzu, son. I'm telling you, son, this right here, it was a phenomenal, man, because this is one of the best rally/sports cars that they ever put out. So remember, they wasn't so big.
No, not at all.
You know, but they did things at a time where people wasn't doing them, son. How this car had rear steering in '92 on this little sports car?
The only other car I think had 4-wheel steering, and that was the Prelude around that time.
Yeah, and this was all-wheel drive with the rear steering.
Love
All-wheel drive powertrain.
Love it.
Turbocharged.
Yes.
5-speed.
Yes.
But you know what takes it over the top and really makes it a legend? This is the part. This is gonna
Here
part
we
gonna
go.
get y'all, son. Yo, the steering and suspension was tuned by Lotus. Yo.
What?
Yo, the steering and suspension was tuned by Lotus on this thing.
Lotus had a lot to do with a lot of cars back then.
I'm trying to tell you. And it blows my mind that Isuzu made it happen, son. So this is what makes it crazy with the decal. So on the decal on the car, you guys turbocharged, all-wheel drive, and suspension tuned by Lotus is on it, son.
Wow. Wow.
I'm telling you, son, I had to dig deep for this one because I'm like, you know what, son? I haven't talked to people about the Isuzus yet.
I love
And
that
this
Isuzu
one right
though.
here, this Impulse RS, this is the one you wanted.
Legends of Auto. Real legends
Let's go.
never die.
You reached for that one. I
Son.
thought the manual, but we already know it came manual.
Yeah, son.
Off the rip.
But that old drive rear steering suspension, the sport tune suspension and steering by Lotus.
Yes.
First, and we know what Lotus do when it
Yes.
comes to handling suspension. They're world renowned and known for that.
Yes.
So for them to put their hand on that,
Yes.
just imagine how it is. Come on,
Imagine
man.
that.
Come on, with the wild turbocharged engine too.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
It was at a time when the autos was simple.
Yes.
It was at a time when we knew where we was at as auto enthusiasts, son. It was a time.
And there was a time.
It was a time when it was simple. When it was like, you know what? I'm over here.
Definitely not so now.
Now it's like we got gender X bathrooms, W stalls. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm lost.
Legends of Auto.
Let's go.
Real legends
Riley
never
Radio,
die.
baby.
With that being said, man, you know how we get down. It's the bearded one here.
SI Sean, baby, let's go.
Y'all know we in the building, and it looks like we're going to take it to our...
Mods, the newest and freshest. Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
So it looks like we got him on top of us talking about BMW keeping a manual. It looks like the final Nissan GTR and new Nismo Z are coming out next year. Damn. Wow. Let that sink in. The final GTR.
The final one. I ain't gonna front. They had a little run though, but if you ask me, I don't think they did complete justice by it. I could be wrong.
To me, still one of the greatest cars we will ever see.
Damn, for real?
Yes. The rumors come via Japan's Best Car Web. Translated to out reports they say rumors that the orders for the R35 Nissan GTR are currently suspended and eager buyers won't have to wait long. It looks like they're going to run with an R36 GTR, and it's going to be the last GTR before they go EV or whatever they're going. It looks like there's going to be a Nissan Nismo Z. I'm excited about all of that. Damn. I would love, and still to this day, I would love to get my hands on a used GTR 35. Mainly 33, though.
But wait, though.
I want a 33 manual. When they allowed to come over here,
Damn. So you trying to tell me you settle with the what transmissions in this GTR R35? Was it DCTs or?
Oh, it's definitely yeah. You already know. They're not gonna go manual like they was before.
All right, you think this final one gonna be manual
No.
option?
Nope. They built that GTR with not an auto trans, but the dual clutch transmission, and it was so aggressive. It was wearing out Lamborghinis. There's no way they go back. They're not. R33s though will be over their 25-year mark, and they will be legal in the United States. So I'm definitely looking for one. But that is my that is our hot mods right now. We looking forward to that.
It's a good one, though.
The newest and freshest. Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
Ah man, and we have one more thing here. And cats are just not gonna have to be happy with me. It is what it is. But we are jumping in.
Yeah.
It's the Understeer,
What up?
where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
So our understeer today is gonna go to Borla Exhaust.
Damn, Bowler.
The bearded one is gonna have to come down. Tell Baller Exhaust to tune in closely. Baller Exhaust. Everybody knows Baller.
Yep.
I think the first time that I ever heard about Baller, it was on a Viper.
Absolutely, 100%.
They put it
Me
on a
too.
Dodge Viper to make sick exhaust noises. Now, these are one of the companies of many that are gonna fall down. We go EV companies that make exhaust. So I hate to commit automotive treason
Yeah.
by talking about them in this way, but I have to because this is one of those things that I just don't understand. It looks like Baller makes an exhaust for the Ford Mustang EV. How do you make an exhaust for an EV car, you ask? Is that the way that Dodge did it?
Could be.
Is that the real? It just makes a bunch
Oh,
of
man, son.
So it looks like it's a speaker hooked to an exhaust. We're not going to put too much into it, but I will say this. Baller's going to get the understand for the day. And reason being is because you cannot step away from what you've been doing.
See, I think my problem with Bowler is right now is like I think they're trying to do something they don't got no business doing.
Right.
And that bothers me. It's like, all right, see, this is what I mean where I say how, like, let's say, like, you know, they create exhaust and stuff like that.
Yes.
They fan base, they don't think they fan base is what it is.
No.
They can't. So for you to turn around and make an exhaust for an EV, what are you really saying to us, though?
Right. And that is where the
Yeah.
bearded one draws the
Carry
line.
on.
Definitely.
It's the Understeer,
What up?
where we like to ask,
Yo.
what the hell were you thinking?
That to me is an understeer because it's just at the end of the day, man, we can't give in.
I think they scared.
They don't have. I mean, don't get me wrong. It seems like they don't have a choice. There's a lot of things working against a lot of the auto companies and especially some of the aftermarket companies out there. And it looks like even SEMA is bought in. SEMA had SEMA Unplugged. They have it this year. And it looks like a lot of the cars that are going to be there are going to be EV. They're not going to be regular gas-powered cars.
But-
I don't know what to think about all of this.
You know, my thing is though, when do you stay true to the game though? And that's why I think that always have been my problem with the automotive world because when are they really truly true to the game, son?
They only true to the game when they somebody like Toyota that's going to sell regardless.
That's what I mean. So you have maybe a handful of them that's true to the game. Others is like this, yo, hold on, wait, what we gonna do?
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, when you moving like that, son, you don't know what your fan base gonna do. That's why.
It's true.
That means you don't got them yet.
That means you don't have them. And remember, we talked about
Man.
brand loyalty.
That's
here,
that's
too.
what I'm saying. So what exactly is brand loyalty? Do these companies, manufacturers, really have brand loyalty?
I don't think they do.
I
but
think they got brand temporariness.
well,
Am I
if
saying
you're
what I'm
if you're a
saying right?
Tesla owner, you mean to tell me if you buy that first one, you going back? I doubt it.
I mean, that's what I mean.
I doubt it. Yeah, okay. You're gonna drive that car can give you issues. You're gonna go back?
Son, first off, you're gonna go back and you're gonna see the tab like,
They're gonna be like, yo, we changed something. What? Now we can watch your heartbeat while you drive, so we can tell if you speeding or not.
yeah, we changed some what?
Telling you, man, it's gonna be ugly out here. But with that being said,
Oh, snap.
let's go. We got room for a caller. What we got, caller? Who we got?
What we got in the box?
Hello?
You there? Hope you got a Tesla. Talk about it.
Sorry, we ended that. But we have reached the end of the show. Shout to everybody listening, paying attention.
Factory.
We appreciate all of y'all, everybody that called in, everybody that listens every week. We are now at our 100th episode.
Yes, we are.
And I'll be honest, just to be honest for a little minute as far as why we did this show.
Let's go.
Why we started this show. Because I feel like we got to tell our people why. One, we felt like the automotive community wasn't getting enough respect. They wasn't getting enough exposure.
No.
Proper exposure.
Nope.
And two, it had a lot to do with being dared to be great.
Factory. Yep.
One thing about being dared to be great is that you have two options after that. You can either step back or step forward. And I would like to believe that Rally Radio chose to step forward. We chose to do what we doing here.
100%.
And just the fact that we chose to do it and we see that people are listening, it is such a beautiful thing. And we want to continue that on. I know for those that are listening, we're going to have different content coming up. We have content on our YouTube page, Gutterball Rally, that will be up soon.
Yep.
It's going to be tremendous. And we also have a TikTok page that you can check out. GB Rally.
Let's go.
Check us out. We definitely want to be here for the long haul. Even if the EVs is the last thing they're going to be selling, it's the last thing you're going to really hear us selling.
Ooh.
We're going to move forward what we got to do.
Absolutely. 100%.
But that is the exhaust notes for the day. Sometimes you either got to step back or you got to step forward.
Factory.
And we choose to step forward.
100%.
It's the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, now how we get down, man. We are in the building. You got any shout-outs you want to give, kid, before we get up out of there?
Yo, I just want to shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us since episode 1. Oh, man, it was a good time, man. Like, I could go all day about it, but I really appreciate, though, me and Ben, I appreciate that 100%. And we hope to see y'all soon next week, because you know we're going to be here at 12 noon. And just keep it cool out there, baby.
Let's go. Y'all already know what it is, man. So with that being said, he don't got no shout-outs. I don't got no shout-outs.
Good.
On our 100th episode, 2 years later, we
are
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fool. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.